then you can't know what it's going to be like to raise someone like that. Mm. I will say this: we'll give her a chance. We'll let her stay with us for a while. If we get the faintest whiff that something is untowards, we find her a new place to stay.
Gil,
We'll let her stay
Gil,
here
are
for a
you
while.
being racist?
We get the. I mean, no, but I'm just saying that we just met her 30 seconds ago. We don't know if she's some spy from one of the gangs that could be trying to follow us, given that once again, we just released a prisoner that they had captured. Someone that they
No.
had kidnapped.
Okay, no, I
You have to be
understand what
suspicious
you're
of everyone.
saying. That's got nothing to do with the fact that she's a tiefling, though. If I brought home a little halfling girl, would that have been okay?
You would have been better equipped to raise someone like that, of course, drawing from your own personal experience. Just as I am not, the expert on anyone but humans, I wouldn't expect you to know what an adolescent tiefling goes through.
Children are still children.
But yes, their very nature as tieflings, I mean, their very nature is infernal. They're corrupt.
Garant, and I'm just gonna slap Garant on the chest plate. I'm gonna need you to stop right there. Okay.
Can you even reach my chest plate? I'm 6'4".
Look, I'm like 3 feet. I can still reach your chest plate.
What's your vertical leap? Can you dunk?
Yeah. Sure. You hop up there.
I hate you all.
But yeah, I'm willing to give Yayo a shot here.
Give Yayo a shot, like said, but don't.
Just keep an eye on her.
I'm looking at you. Don't just fucking dismiss her because she's a tiefling. How the hell do you think she ended up on the street anyway? Probably somebody was like, oh my god, she's a fucking devil. That's rude and it's ignorant, and I expected better of you.
Okay, you've made your point. You've made your point, Ferdinand. I will give her a chance, but I will also be keeping an eye on her. And she will be your responsibility while she's in our company.
Alright, I ain't got a problem with it.
Alright, it's settled then.
Sweet. I'm gonna go make sure she didn't try and pick my room instead of the other room.
I think it's time for breakfast now. How about you, Garant?
I think I will join you. Shall we?
Sure.
On that note, how are you all feeding yourselves over the course of 12 days?
I actually only subsist on air. It's a new age philosophy that's going around. I just meditate and generate energy.
Well, right, of course. We agreed before the game started that you could have a free racial feature. Because you're the favorite, right? I didn't tell anybody else about this option, but,
I would expect
should have been a Warforged.
I didn't think they were legal. I've always wanted to.
I mean, I don't think they're in this setting.
No, they're part of the Eberron setting.
Let's do faction stuff before we talk about food, because that might influence how you feed yourself.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go down the list. We've done Bregan Day Earth. The Emerald Enclave. A cat just showed up and said, interested in joining the Emerald Enclave? Come meet us at the Falconmere in the Southern Ward. And the Emerald Enclave is a good nature-centric faction devoted to keeping the balance between civilization and nature. Force Grey or the Grey Hands. I think you don't get to be in the Force Grey until you're trusted. But you can be a Grey Hand, which is like an associate. I'm not 100% sure how it works. but they are basically like a super police for Waterdeep.
Are they still like you're mentioning each of these factions? Are the standing quests still the same from the announcement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just tell you which ones we want to participate in?
Sure. If you already know, I don't know if you want to explore them more before you agree. But you know,
Okay, yeah.
if any of you are
Sure.
interested in Force Gray or Gray Hands, you get Ascending. It says, "I am Vajra Safir, the Blackstaff. Come to Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward at once. Bring your friends."
That sounds interesting. I'm sure I would know of Force Gray if they're like elite police.
Sure.
Have I ever heard of this Black Staff person?
Yeah, they're the person in charge of Force Gray. Elite
Okay, they're like the
adventurers who
leader.
worked directly for the government of the city of Waterdeep. Their job was to deal threats to the city that the guard and the watch could not handle without risking significant loss of life. They're called upon only as a last resort, since the lords of Waterdeep tended not to be fond of their methods. They are probably lawful neutral more than anything else. They kind of remind me of judges from Judge Dredd. Obviously not that extreme, but they're, you know, they have that Inquisitor vibe going. The first mission is fairly neutral, though. Just go talk to a dude.
So if they're in service to the government of Waterdeep, I think I'm going to pass on that one because I don't. I've had my due in the Watch, City Guard, and I have found the bureaucracy to be overwhelming. So I'd like to stay away from any sort of bureaucratic entity like that.
I'm actually, full disclosure, I'm not really too interested in factions thing. I probably would not join one in character, so I'm like happy to.
That's fine.
Like for me, it would just get a little too complicated. Actually, dealing with that.
No worries. Good aligned characters who show promise as spies. Do any of you think that applies to you?
I'm not super subtle.
Okay. Lord's Alliance. This guy just knocks on your door one day.
Okay, yeah, I'll answer.
Says, "Hi, I'm Jalister Silvermane, and with the Lord's Alliance."
Welcome. Did you need something?
We've heard good things about you and are interested in your service if you're up to the commitment that the Lord's Alliance requires.
Can I ask you one thing before I hear about what?
Sure.
What's more important to the Lord's Alliance? Staying in the good graces of the governments of the towns and cities of the realm, or helping the people that need help?
The Lord's Alliance believes that the stability of civilization is the best way to help everybody.
It sounds to me like that philosophy leaves out the poor and helpless who don't factor into the equation of stability.
Well, we can't help everybody. And if
You can try.
civilization crumbles, then they will be in a much worse place than they already are. But if it's not to your liking, I bid you no ill will. Thank you for hearing my offer.
Certainly. And it's possible we cross paths in the future, but I think my opinion might be the same then as it.
Good day. He leaves. Order of the Gauntlet. A Tethrian human. What's a Tethrian?
I'm not sure.
Human ethnic group found all over the Sword Coast and West Faerun. I'm guessing they are skin colors dusky, hair colors brown, eye color blue. Okay. So
A human.
generic human, yeah. Knocks on your door. I think she's wearing plate mail. Yes, plate. Has a great sword. Looks like a knight. Knocks on your door. Who answers? Gil's the only one that would be remotely interested in.
Gil answers because Gil is the man.
And because he has nothing better to do.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm just doing push-ups and, like, planning things, so sure. Yeah, I'll answer. Glistening in sweat.
Okay, yeah, your abs are exposed. You got a towel around your neck. She blushes for a moment. Oh, goodness. Please, sir, cover yourself.
Oh, my apologies, my lady. Just doing my morning routine. Just counting to 1,000 before you got here.
Yeah. My name's Savra Bela Branta. I'm with the Order of the Gauntlet. I've heard good things about your group.
Word travels fast in the city. We're newly formed. I've heard of the Order. Do you have this?
Sorry, what was the last part you said?
I said, I've heard of the Order. Do you have business here?
I'm wondering if you would like to come to the Halls of Justice, the Temple of Tyr, and be sworn into the Order.
What are some of the tenets of the Order? What do you believe in above all?
You would swear to find and destroy evil in all its forms.
Well, I think I know a paladin that might be interested in that.
Who's that?
I'll holler up the stairs to Garant, who is probably in the study.
What is,
I hear no answer.
What does Garant do? Possum, we can't hear you talking if you're talking.
There is no possum, only Zool.
So I will ask this person, I'm not super interested in swearing fealty to an organization, but is it possible to work alongside the Order?
She thinks about it for a moment. If there is doubt in your heart, then you should not join.
It's not doubt that keeps me from swearing, but rather a need for freedom. For I have once sworn loyalty to an organization and found that it lacked in the times where they were needed the most. And so to be able to use my skills and my hands when help is needed is most important to me, rather than whose name I wear on my armor.
Hmm. I'm not sure we could commission you to carry out missions for us without being sworn in. We are not a order of mercenaries.
Is there, could I come and like listen to your sales pitch? Could I go to the temple and hear what you stand for and talk to some of the people there before I just make?
I can answer any questions you have. There's nothing you'd learn at the temple that you couldn't learn now.
I'm very much interested in destroying evil and helping people of Waterdeep, but if I were to swear my loyalty to the Order of the Gauntlet, what all does that entail? Do I have to pay dues? Do I have to wear fancy armor?
Not unless you want to.
Would I still have the freedom to work for my own needs and for the needs of the people around me, as well as for?
If you don't like the missions we give you, you don't have to do them. You're free to behave otherwise, as long as you do not disgrace yourself and commit evil acts.
That sounds acceptable then. If I have the freedom to turn down any missions I don't believe in, then I feel like I could get on board.
Very well, come with me.
I will follow, shirtless and glistening.
Okay, you never put a shirt on.
Your male presenting nipples
I
are.
know. They're acceptable for Tumblr, but just barely.
Yes, Possum. We were asking if Garant was upstairs and wanted to talk to the paladin people.
Oh, I fucking zoned out, yo. Listen, full disclosure, like, I woke up this morning at, like, noon. I slept, like, 12 hours last night, and I'm still, like, mad tired. I got dick down good last night.
Does
Nice.
Garant want to come with Gil to check out the paladin people?
Yes, let's do this. So I can pass judgment on them, just as...
Okay. But you don't want to swear the oath to destroy evil?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright, Gil. The ceremony is fairly simple. They just ask you to destroy evil in all its forms, basically. And you wear a silver gauntlet while doing it.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Put my hand in the gauntlet, hand on the Bible, say a few words. I'm good.
I guess they would have a holy book to Tyr, the god of justice, I want to say.
I think so. I'm more of a helm guy myself, but Tyr will work. When I put the gauntlet on, I snap my fingers and nothing important.
All of your friends disintegrate, and we'll be back in time for the next session. Okay, so your first mission. We hear that the Zents are paying gangs in the field war to attack suspected Xanathar guild members. Fights are breaking out in the war daily. Stop a fight before it happens. We need to send a message to these thugs that further altercations won't be tolerated.
Excellent. Sounds like a good plan. Do we know which factions of these gangs are the ones fighting each other? Or are they just lowly gang members making display?
I mean, it's the Xanathar and the Zentarum.
Right, but is there anyone important involved in these attacks, or is it just, who?
Probably lower level gang members, yeah.
All right, I can take them on.
Maybe we can all sit them down and just pray together.
Yeah, sure. After they're bound and tied, we can set them down and pray.
That sounds amazing because this way then we can actually teach them to feel guilt for their actions, and guilt is an excellent motivator.
Indeed.
I'll be
See,
right
I think we would make good parents.
Right, you're right. So we're doing it. We're making it happen. We're gonna go break up a gang war.
We're waiting on GM to get back. He's taking a bit of a break. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Drink, drank.
We're literally about to fall asleep.
Wake up, make some coffee.
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm mad late last night. Friday nights have been lately my hookup nights, and I've been making shit happen. But that also means I've been out partying most Friday nights for the past few weeks.
That sounds really, really tiring.
Yeah, but it's also really, really fun.
I am not a go out type of person.
I'm gonna go out, sleep with a couple strangers, come back home the next morning person.
Whatever makes it fun for you.
Right on, thank you.
You slept with a stranger last night?
Yeah, I learned his name 20 minutes into the conversation. I went home within that hour.
How
I'm
scandalous.
pretty sure he was using me to cheat on his girlfriend, though, which was kind of different about his end. But I don't care.
Kind of shitty of him.
Yeah, I don't
It's a
care.
little fucked up.
But I mean, that's not your monkey's, not your circus.
None of my business.
I'd never sleep with somebody who's dating somebody. I'd never do that.
She just met them at a bar. She doesn't know for sure.
Yeah, I really had no idea about it beforehand. Until,
I was being
after the fact.
sarcastic. I've definitely slept with somebody who I knew was seeing somebody.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That
Your
makes it
sins
worse.
are showing.
Nice.
Yeah. Am I the only one here with little integrity?
Probably.
Well, just because Ferdinand sleeps with everything doesn't mean I do.
No, I'm basically using the character of Garan to actually play the good person that I never am in real life.
So D&D's
That's why I'm not very good at it.
I don't know, I think you do a pretty good job.
Nah, I was actually speaking with Alanis because I also came up with a character of a half orc who was definitely more of a rowdy kind of bitch, and now I kind of wish I had chosen her to play with. I think that would have been a lot of fun.
Well,
You could-
you never know. Combat
I
could go
mean-
bad.
I think it's time for Garant to die.
Hey, let's make it happen.
Hey.
I mean, you can't make it happen because he's also tanky as fuck, but still.
Well, you're always allowed to just switch characters, at least in this game.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Alanis, because I'll do it.
Well, you need to have fun. That's the point of a game.
True.
So you're walking through, I think it was the market district, right? Is that what the mission said?
I think so.
Field ward.
Guild Ward. I can't drag you there.
I'm
all
too
at
powerful.
once. Hopefully this doesn't just show you something you shouldn't see.
Nope, all black.
Yeah, we're just seeing all black here.
This is the worst part. I'll tell you.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
we see our icons.
Too many pages.
I mean, our tokens.
So you're traveling south down this road. You see some thugs.
Just to be clear, we've left a 9-year-old in a haunted house alone.
She's
To
at
go
school.
fighting. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Free education.
Do we see some thugs? Do they look like Zents or the Xanathar?
With your background, you can identify these as Zents. Zents are a little less creepy, a little more normal, just, you know, violent people, but Xanathar are generally, like, pretty weird. You know, dude had tattoos of eyes on his head. Zentarum are more, you know, professional mercenaries. They're in a weird gray area of being a legitimate business or a gang.
Less cult-like, more organization.
Yep. Like Blackwater or something. Kind of morally suspicious,
Right.
but technically legal. Where did that... Joining factions... In the field ward, you see I think actually 2 of these are Zentarum, 1 of them is Xanathar. It looks like they are gearing up to fight. Little bitch, come at me, come on, fucker. And they're you can see it escalating. What do you do?
I will stride towards them, you know, in my armor with my weapon at my side, not drawn yet. Just walk up. Is there a problem?
Let's roll initiative right now. It's not gonna be combat immediately, but Ferdinand, I think you're both you, Ferdinand, and Garant, your token HP is a little off from what I can tell just looking at it from here. I don't know if that'll be important, but you may want to double check that. Ferdinand.
Ferdinand will just nudge Gil and Ford and be like, "You can't fight in the streets. It's not nice."
Okay. This thug escalates the violence by chest bumping this guy. Garant, what do you do?
Wow. Such bros.
Yeah.
Alright, I attempt to approach the rabbling whatever you want. And I attempt to approach them. I put my hands up and I'm just trying to, like, you know, give a gesture of like, oh, calm down, calm down. Hello, gentlemen. I'm sure that this can be settled elsewhere, in another way other than violence.
Yeah, go to move your token if you're moving.
But I
could I have made my cunning action there?
On your turn, you could have, yeah. It's too late now.
No, I just wanted to use it to dash down there.
Gotta remember that stuff. Are you able to move that far, Garant? 60.
Sorry about that.
No, I think you could have. 60 feet. If you want to move to where you were, you could have done that. I was just checking with the ruler.
Nope, 60 feet.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Where did that go?
I'm attempting to persuade them to just, like, calm down, take it easy.
Right. They hesitate for a moment. They say, Uh, what the fuck? Who are you? Stay out of this. And they seem to you seem to have succeeded in drawing their attention away from the fight a little bit. This thug moves up to you and like gets in your face. Gil, what do you do?
I'm gonna make my way down there. Let me see if I can dash and get.
Yeah, and you'll still have you can just passively intimidate or persuade or deceive your way if you wanted to try and de-escalate
so
this.
right. Yeah, so I get down there and see that one of the thugs has walked up and is posting up on Garant, and said, I call out to them and say, "Hey, I know how your gangs have run rampant on the streets here in Waterdeep, but trust me, if you start anything out here, we'll end."
Okay, intimidation check. Ooh.
Not great. I'm not very charismatic.
You were one off from DC, though.
Mm.
They look at you up and down. You can tell they're thinking about it. You do look like you can fight. You don't know if that'll make them angrier or not, or think about backing down. Someone moves up to you and says, "Oh yeah, you're a tough guy, huh? You think
Yeah, why don't you see how tough I am? We'll see."
Ferdinand.
All right, I am going to use move up, bonus action dash, and then I'm gonna draw my sword and just be like, "You heard the man. We're not gonna start it, but we're gonna finish it."
Yeah, use a roll intimidation. Okay. He takes a step back. It's what the fuck you talking in my mind? What is that? You some kind of fucked up little demon midget?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll bare my teeth at him and be like, "What do you think?"
They're not nice people. This is Xanathar. Agent is not sure how to act, but continues to posture at both sides of this conflict. Garant, what do you do?
Sorry, hold on, wait.
Yeah. Well, you're stopping a fight. I don't think you're going to stop the gang war, but...
We can try.
Alright, so what I would like to do is Grant places his hand on the immediately to my right, in front of Gil, and he's actually try to in like a loving way, kind of just be like, "Oh, hey, if you need love, and if you're to find purpose and affection, come under the light of Celeste instead. We can help you. You don't need violence to find love and belonging."
Yeah, roll sounds like persuasion or deception. I don't know.
Persuasion, definitely persuasion. Persuasion.
He just, I mean, he doesn't even hear what you're saying. He just sees a hand reaching out for him and he slaps it away, thinking you're trying to harm him.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, that's how D&D works. You can make a good case, and the dice still fuck you over because it's D20. This thug sees you push his friend violently. At least that's how he interprets it, and goes to push you. It's not really gonna deal damage, but it's gonna roll strength,
Oh, okay.
and then you roll if you're gonna resist this shove. Roll acrobatics or athletics.
All right. So both strength and athletics.
Or athletics. Are you proficient in athletics?
Not particularly.
Okay.
You did well despite that.
Yeah, sure. You don't get shoved. You stand your ground. Gil,
Like, hello. Excuse me.
you get the sense this is your last chance to de-escalate this before they start fighting you.
Say, listen here, boys. You don't touch my friend again, because if you do, you're going to wind up in a canal somewhere. And you don't really want that to happen. So why don't we all just go home and forget that any of this happened, and you can pretend like you're not useless thugs roaming the...
Sure. Roll intimidation with advantage. Okay.
Thank God for that advantage.
They see the creepy demon talking in their mind, and your abs, and try to back off in a way that makes it look like they're winning somehow still. Just like, yeah, whatever, what a waste of time. Bunch of pussies. Don't want to fight. Quit wasting our time. They just back off slowly.
What about Mr. Xanathar over here?
Just gives you the finger and walks off.
Yeah, we did it.
Friendships.
What was that?
Friendship saves the day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Garant is just going to convince
Okay,
himself
we
that
just
it was
need
actually.
all the tokens now.
Yeah. Garant is convincing himself that he's the one who de-escalated and just completely ignoring the fact that it was Gil who intimidated them.
Ferdinand is just like, well, that was fun. What do we do now?
Oh, well, I
Start a
go
fire.
collect a reward.
Circle.
So you return to the halls of justice. What do you say to them?
Well, I'm trying to make a Justice League joke here, but anyway, I walk in and say, disaster averted. We kept some thugs from starting any crazy violence over in the field ward. I think they'll think twice before they act out.
Ah, well done. Savra is there to take your thing. I will report this to our superiors. You've earned your first step into becoming a full member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
I bow my head slightly, and then I raise it back up and give her a wink. And she can't see it, but under my armor, I make my pecs down.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Wow, nice. Get it, Gil.
Yeah, sure. She blushes and says, "Oh my goodness, you're so strong."
I know it, baby. You don't have to tell me.
What are you doing later?
Going home and doing more push-ups.
Can I come?
You want to help
watch?
me work on my form?
I do. Yeah.
God, it's awful. It's like sludge falling out of my mouth right.
So, is the faction stuff just basically everybody in the party uses faction stuff to get laid?
Check.
It sounds like it.
It is now. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm interested in factions.
There we go.
Wow.
I think you all helped with that mission, so you all earn 1 renowned point with the Order of the Gauntlet. Just mark that down in your sheet somewhere.
Excellent. 1 renown point, you said?
Yep.
Do these renown points carry over between organizations, or are they just with a specific one?
The renown points are for the specific faction, yeah. Yeah, it's not like fame, just citywide or whatever.
Okay.
Renowned is faction specific. Was there a time zone shift? Is there some reason why people would be confused about if the game is starting today or not?
Maybe they also had a long night last night. Wank, wank. Wank, wank.
I know Hellerin's getting high. He's gonna be smoking
Okay.
pot for the first time in like a couple weeks, I guess. But I don't know.
Where's Fredo?
I don't know.
What? Oh, Fredo. I thought you
Well,
said
maybe
Fred.
not.
So are we supposed to be keeping track of points for faction stuff? I'm sorry, I stepped away to light a candle.
Oh yeah. You all have a point with Order of the Gauntlet, and you have a point with the Brigand, Ferdinand.
Do we receive any sort of monetary compensation?
Just based off the faction rules in the DMG. No, not at the moment.
Okay. So we still need to find a way to feed ourselves.
Yeah,
That's right, we haven't eaten anything.
I think you could you can spend like a week working just a job, and you roll a d20, and depending what you roll signifies that you support a certain lifestyle. It's pretty basic. I don't think we're gonna get too into it. I was just curious if there was like a rational explanation you had in mind for how your character's feeding themselves.
Okay.
If you roll higher, is it a d20? It's a DC 20 to make 25 gold. Otherwise, you just support a lifestyle. At least that's how it is in Xanathar.
Oh. Do you add anything to that? Any proficiencies?
Yeah, I mean, you try to bullshit your way into saying you're working with your best skill, pretty much.
Ah. Okay. Right. So I'm going to become a professional athlete. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things you could do with athletics, right?
I could go work at the Smith and lift heavy shit for them.
Sure.
Would you like to know what I did get money?
I can guess, but sure.
Really, can you guess? You think I'm gonna sleep with people for money? Because I didn't do that.
No, I actually
Color
feel
me surprised.
You were stealing something.
Yeah, I grave robbed, and then I worked as a courier.
Okay. All right.
When Garon's been traveling, he doesn't really work so much. He just goes from churches to churches, and in these churches, he will either rely on the goodwill of other religious organizations and maybe not act as a god figure in productions for intimidation value.
In productions?
Well, sometimes you need to do a little bit of a smoke and mirror show to or God is indeed creating miracles and him looking as godly as he does. Well, that's a
make a performance or deception, I guess.
Let's go with performance.
Okay.
Oh, that was not good.
What'd you get? 7?
Yeah.
So you support a lifestyle. I mean, you feed yourself successfully. You don't earn any extra money.
Nope.
What about you, Gil? You want to go to roll your athletics?
Yeah, I'll go talk to the Genasi that run the Smith and offer to lift things and get sweat.
Sure. Yeah, you notice they have mithril adamantine ingots. You also don't make any extra money, but you do make enough to feed yourself. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm a ways off from buying anything, so
Yeah.
I'll just eye those ingots.
Okay.
But I will express my interest in their craftsmanship.
Okay. And future?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome, future.
I'm
The
here,
future is now.
Get out. Anyway, Future will continue. The usual thing that he does. He applies his trade fortune telling for people at taverns, and starting to, as the tavern is made livable again, we'll start to try and bring some people in there as well.
The tavern has a huge upstart cost. $1,000.
Well, not like the tavern itself, but like when it is presentable as like a place that people can walk into and not immediately like sneeze from all the dust.
What do you do? You do your tarot reading there?
Yeah, I try and bring some
Okay.
people if like I find them on the streets and they want a reading, I'll bring them back there.
Sure. Roll. What skill would you associate with that?
Would probably say since it's like reading the weave, I would say probably Arcana or Performance.
Oh, there's a tool proficiency in fortune teller's tools.
Yeah, that's a custom one that I made. I can use that if you like.
That's fine with me.
Sure. Oh fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you do okay. You don't make enough to, earn extra money, but you make enough to feed yourself.
No, really, I'm actually very good at this, I promise.
You get a few like old ladies who like really into it and like frequent your business, but maybe just to talk to you because they're lonely.
Will come into money. If you forward this address to 5 people, you will come into 10 gold by the end of the week.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's depressing. Were any of the factions interesting to the future? It's okay if not.
Let me double check again. I think Force Grey was kind of interesting, but
Okay.
I don't think any of them are super Futures type. They're more my type.
Okay. It's up to you. There's no pressure to do it or not do it.
I think at this point, no.
Okay.
And I don't think he's done really enough to get anyone interested in him either.
Okay.
You could just come along on all the stuff that Harmony and Ferdinand does.
Of course, I will be glad to accompany you all.
You don't have a choice.
If that is my fate, then of course I do not have a choice.
So, 12 days pass, unless there's anything else anyone wanted to do.
Not particularly.
The house goes from looking like a, abandoned crack house to a very nice mansion, basically. The wood is revarnished. The windows are now windows instead of boarded up holes. There is light coming in. There's shiny surfaces. The tavern area is not really furnished. It's just kind of an open space at the moment. Your rooms have been furnished, decently. Probably not as nice as Garant was hoping. The silk is probably not real silk. The library doesn't have any books in it at the moment, but there are shelves in there, and it is clean. The holes in the ceiling are no longer leaking water.
I'll add the orc spell book to the library just so there's something in there.
Okay.
Quick question. How sturdy are those shelves?
Very sturdy.
Do they go up all the way to the ceiling or nah?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Are you worried they're gonna crush you?
I think.
No, I was gonna climb up one and sleep on top of it.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Sure. You're sleeping on the shelf.
I only do it sometimes when my room feels too big.
The elf on the shelf.
And when Garant notices Bird up there, he just gets a broom and just shoos him off like a cat.
I'm fucking sleeping here.
Not in my library.
It's not your library. Ain't
It
no
is my
books in
library.
there. Where's your books?
They're pending.
You want to read me like a book?
I don't appreciate that seduction.
Future, you will just need the spell book itself to use a spell book like that. To copy it to your spell book would cost the normal amount of money.
Oh, that's what I was asking earlier, was copying the spells to my spell book.
Sorry if that wasn't clear. Yeah, you just
Oh,
use
sorry.
the new spell book for free. You don't have to copy it into yours.
Oh, but if I have it on me, I can prepare spells at the beginning of the day from it. They don't have to all be from the same spell book.
Correct. You could have multiple books with you.
Oh, then I go back and I take it off the shelf. And say, I'm sorry, I need this.
Nobody notices.
Ooh,
Oh,
Garant noticed.
Future.
Yes.
Future, we have a tiefling in the house.
When did that happen?
Like, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, Future, what time do you get up in the mornings usually?
He gets up at the dawn.
Oh, you're all really early birds.
Early birds. Ferdinand is not an early bird.
He enjoys watching the sunrise. I don't.
You, Future, probably noticed Harmony and Ferdinand bringing in a young tiefling girl who looks like she's been living on the streets. What do you do?
Going to watch and see what's going on, I guess.
Okay. You get a little racism from Garant and Gil, but
Suspicion.
otherwise she's welcomed into the house. She takes the other room in the attic adjacent to Ferdinand.
I would eventually introduce myself. There's a little kinship there, obviously.
Yeah, she seems to her eyes brighten up a little bit. She sees another tiefling. She feels a little more relaxed and comfortable.
Welcome. You're more than welcome here if you like, for as long as you need.
Thank
Nothing
you.
is not hospitable.
Where are you from?
I am from I'm from Neverwinter originally, but I called many places my homes these days.
Do you know who your parents were?
I do, yes. They were both very lovely people.
Oh. I just...
Why, are you looking for someone?
No, I just thought maybe all tieflings didn't have parents.
Well, one of mine is missing now, so perhaps we have more in common than you think.
I guess. I hope you find them.
So do I. But that is why we have friends, so that we have other people to look out for us.
She nods wearily, unsure if she can trust.
No worries, I will not push you into anything, but you are more than welcome here as long as we are capable of hosting you.
What are those? And she points to your cards.
Oh, these are my tarot cards. I use them to help me see the future.
Can you teach me?
Of course. You believe in the fates, in everyone having a place in the weave.
Yeah, she'll sit down with you and learn whatever you have to teach about the tarot cards.
Some wisdom, some knowledge.
Okay.
Mostly acceptance.
She's not a spy. She's just homeless.
That's exactly what a spy would say.
I trust the others enough to they would have checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we totally checked.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of a spy, to get past checks.
I mean, with that logic, any of you could be a spy, right?
Precisely.
Who hurt you in the past?
The KGB. There's a red scare, and yes, that is a slur against the tieflings.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
There's
sorry,
stops with
got
you.
really
Do not
racist there
appreciate the
again.
racism in front of the small one. Thank you.
See, and like Ferdinand actually has like a background full of mistrust, but he's like, yeah, tiefling girl, done. We're gonna keep her off the streets. It's good.
Anything else with downtime? I think you had one thing. Future, you wanted to get a spell.
Oh yes, I wanted to go talk to the the bookseller.
Where was that?
Rishal.
It's not
Bookworm's
Charles
Treasure.
Wells. It'd be an intro to chapter 2? It is. I've already met Tiger's Eye. Bookworm's Treasure. The front of this bookstore is adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. Inside, the shop is decorated with beautiful hardwood, and the earthly scent of old books permeates the air. The library fills 2 floors of this 3-story building, and it somehow seems to contain more shelves than the building should be able to hold. You see a gold dragonborn, who there is not character art for, attending to the shop.
Well, that's depressing.
It shouldn't be too hard to find
Yeah, I know.
an image for Gold Dragonborn. Those are all. Anyway, you walk in. Raishal says, "Ah, hello there."
Guten Tag. New in town. We just acquired the lovely house just down the street, and I was looking around, and your store seems very interesting. Lots of books.
I've heard your future, are you not?
Yes. Glad to see my friends have been ahead of me.
Well, everybody's talking about you. You saved. Was it Floon?
Oh, he's Floon Blackmar, yes.
Yes.
Quite a fellow, and certainly was an adventure.
Volo is singing your praises all over the city. You're very well known now.
I get the feeling that Volo is perhaps not too hard to impress, but I appreciate the thought nonetheless.
Saving a life is no small thing. At least not to the person being saved, I'm sure.
Of course.
It's everything. Anyway, what would you like?
So, I was looking for some rituals. I am interested in magical magic in general, and I was hoping that you perhaps had some spells to purchase.
Of course. They're all here.
Wonderful. Comprehend languages is a ritual, yes?
I think so.
Yes.
Let's double check.
I know that I'm asking Rishal.
Okay. Yes, of course.
I would like to purchase the right to copy that into one of my cards here for future use. I'm quite enjoy rituals.
Yes, it's 25 GP.
Of course. And I hand over 25 gold and take out a blank card and start inscribing the information into it.
Yeah. Into your spell book.
Yes.
Yeah.
My cards are my spell book.
Okay, right. Sorry, I'm
The
sorry.
flavor thing, yeah.
I forgot about your cards. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, that's done.
Yes, it was possum. Yep.
Any other spell?
I think, unfortunately, that is all I can afford right now. But I will certainly be back for more of your wares when I am able to afford it.
With
Do not worry, I will be back many, many times.
yes, with your talent, I'm sure you will be.
Much obliged, and leave.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm good.
Early in the morning, Gil's doing, inclined sit-ups hanging from the ceiling. Future is watching the sunrise. Future, do you drink coffee in the morning or tea?
Yes, he drinks tea.
Okay.
Has a nice hot cup and going over his cards, touching up anything that needs to be touched up.
I think you can see, you have a very good view of the sunrise. Waterdeep is kind of up on a plateau, and you have a house that's like 3-4 stories tall.
Yep.
Are you kind of on the top? Are you like on
I
the
think I
roof
was on
maybe,
the
or
third floor? Because there's that,
okay.
there was that den area.
Yeah,
Second floor, the den with the two verandas.
sure. Um,
Probably out on one of the balconies, just taking in the crisp morning air.
uh, you were still passed out, Ferdinand, from whatever you got into last night. Whoever you got into.
Yeah.
Um,
Gross.
Lots of
whoever got
catnip.
into you. The Garant. What do you do in the morning?
Mornings, I usually. Sorry.
We can't
Sorry
really
about
hear
that.
you.
In the mornings, Garant usually takes the time to pray during the day. He lights several candles, a little bit of incense. He prays and he thanks his goddess for every blessing that he's been given thus far. And he, usually takes time to study up on everything whatever he's been reading recently. Mostly, it's a lot of praying. It's a lot of solemnity, a lot of meditation. And usually that ends around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning is when he actually begins and gets on with it.
Okay. So you're all doing your various morning things. Harmony and Bjorn are out at the fish market for the best fish deals on the other side of the city. When you all hear a loud explosion.
Oh God, what was that?
Where did it come from?
Windows rattle as the roar of an explosion fills Trollskull Alley. Charred bodies and anguished screams fly through the air. A thick cloud of acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, which seems to have occurred right outside your door.
Oh my god.
Does this wake me up?
Yes.
Do I see this from the balcony?
Yeah. What do you all do?
I'll immediately start putting on my armor and getting ready for a.
Yeah, half an hour
Right,
later, your armor's on.
Yep.
I'm immediately going to gather up my cards and run down to the ground floor.
Okay.
See if there's anybody injured nearby that I can maybe drag to safety.
Give me
I'm gonna check on Yayo first.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
Give me an Arcana check, Future. Okay.
14.
You recognize this as some type of magical blast. May even be fireball.
Shite. Friends, there may be skullduggery afoot. We need help. Do I see like where it originated from?
You'd have to go outside to scroll.
I thought I said that. Yeah, I went down to the ground floor because the staircase down is outside.
Okay. I think it's just like right out here. If you can see where I'm pinging.
I need to move my character sheet out of the way, and then I can look. Yeah, that's yeah. The staircase comes out right there, so I'd have been right there.
Yeah, you're just immediately met with a scene of dead, charred bodies. Some people in the process of dying from the burns. It's pretty horrific.
Garant, please get out here immediately.
I'm coming. Hold on. And Garant just flies down the stairs. He's got his shield, he's got his mace, he's got everything he needs, except his hair is still in rollers, but we're just going to ignore that for a little bit.
In rollers?
Can I go to some of the nearby people that are clearly not dead and try to like stabilize them?
You go to one of them. They reach out for you, grab their sort of charred, crispy, bloody hand, and they pass as you hold them.
I do have a healer's kit.
They're all technically dead already from taking a
Damn.
ton of damage. So I was just being a little dramatic.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
Watch them all die.
No, I can assist. I have spare the dying. Can I?
They're all dead.
It's instant death. They don't make death saving throws or anything.
Yeah.
Massive damage.
Future, what's going on out here?
I do not know. There was some kind of magical effect. I think fireball, and everyone is dying. I do not know what to do.
This is absolute madness. I'm seeing at least 10 different people just charred and dead on the street. This isn't.
Can I pop downstairs and see if there's anybody like moving away?
Make a perception check.
$15.
You do not see anybody.
I come clanking down the stairs. What's going on here? I'm late to the party.
Are
It
there
looks like
any guards nearby?
You don't see any guards at the moment.
somebody set up some kind of bomb or something. I don't know why. I don't see anything weird.
You see 11 corpses.
Do they have any kind of identifying marks on them? Like, are any of these gang members that I would recognize?
You begin investigating the corpses.
You want me to roll for that?
Sure.
I'll help him, give him advantage.
Okay. Roll again.
Does anybody want to fan out with me and see if we can find like the source of this?
Yes, absolutely. I'm coming right with.
Gil, you
All right.
know that the guards will be here soon, after which you'll probably be told not to touch the scene. So if you want to investigate it now, this is you have a limited amount of time. You can go look for people, Ferdinand and Garant, but you will be potentially missing out on investigation you could be doing on the scene before it gets locked off.
So I've rolled my investigation checks for that.
Okay. It's gonna take you. It's gonna take you a while. Without too much effort, you can tell that one of these was an elderly woman. You see two cloaked male humans, who you suspect to be Zentarum. See two female humans and one male half-elf. dressed in plain clothes. They look to be servants who were carrying, groceries. You see one male gnome wearing a burned cloak and clutching a dagger. And you see two female halflings who were playing a flute and a fiddle, and two male halflings who were dancing. You recognize these people as just performers who were outside your house occasionally.
Can I look closer at the gnome, since it seems to be the only one that was readily armed?
You look closer at the gnome.
Do you want me to roll investigation, or?
Sure.
18.
Garant and Ferdinand, you're running around looking for fugitives?
I mean, yeah, even though we'll miss out on investigating the scene, I feel like there's an element of time here. Like, because whoever did this, if it was done by a person, is going away.
There's no right thing to do here. I'm just letting you know what the consequences will be. Go ahead and, what do you, I guess, roll survival? You're looking for tracks. It's going to be very hard. So you're in a city of cobblestone.
And I don't have my, like, we're not 3rd level yet, so I don't have my special survival shit.
Nope. Okay. Grant, what are you doing?
I would like to make a perception check to actually just like look down the alleyways to see if I can see anybody fleeing or
it's gonna be
anybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard also. Go ahead and make your check. Okay. Don't see anybody who looks suspicious. Nobody who's running away with burn marks or injured or anything like that. You're looking at the gnome. The gnome.
If I can just clarify something.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry. So the 11 people we have dead. That's it. Those were the only casualties that we can see so far from this explosion. We're not seeing anybody else that's been hurt or damaged.
Yep. The dead gnome has dry waste on his boots and cloak, suggesting he has spent time in sewers recently. He also has a pouch containing 5 100 GP gemstones. There are people watching this scene at this point.
Yeah, but there's no like identifying features like no Xanathar, no Zentarum.
Nope. You can make a sleight of hand check if you want to steal these gems without the people watching noticing you. You do kind of know that if they see you tampering with a crime scene, they'll probably just tell the guards that you took the gems or whatever the pouch was.
I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to tell anybody about that. I'm just going to...
Okay.
So the 2 Zents that we identified, though, were they armed as well? Or were they just in plain clothes, you know?
They were probably armed, yeah. Sorry.
Did they have anything?
Leather armor with sheathed longswords.
Okay.
Nothing
so
else.
So not unusual.
Yeah.
It essentially... Right. This essentially, I'm going to go up to Gil, and it looks like these were a couple of Zentarans that were just walking about and were targeted by, I'm going to assume, the Xanathar gang, and caught everyone else in the crossfire.
Yeah, I mean, at first glance, it is what it looks like, but we might want to look a little deeper. I have a feeling that we're not seeing the whole picture.
I agree, but I'm not sure there is much more that we can find here. But I will.
It's very, very unusual in the streets of Waterdeep to see an open display of a magic like this. Someone wanted someone to die, and they wanted them to die very.
Is there anything on the Zents that looks worth killing for?
No. Nothing beyond what you've already noticed.
I'm sure there is something we're missing, but I'm not sure we're going to find it here.
Well, we can wait for the guard to arrive and see if any of them know anything more.
I agree. We are one of the few witnesses, so will, I'm sure, be very helpful to the guards.
Are the other two back yet? Garant and Ferdinand, or are they still out trying?
Depends how long you all would search for.
I mean, it probably wouldn't take more than a couple of minutes to search the dead bodies.
No, how long Garant and Ferdinand would.
I mean,
Oh, sorry.
if I don't really see anything, then I'm gonna head back to see what they
Yeah,
relatively quickly.
Since I didn't really see anybody fleeing or looking suspicious, I just did a quick couple looks around, and I came right back to join everybody else.
If you're all just hanging around the scene,
I'm going to tell when they come back. I'm going to tell Garrett and Feridun. It seems two of these are Zentarim. The gnome has some valuables on him, but they were not taken, so was not just a burglary or anything. It seems to be a targeted attack.
You mentioned
That's
the
weird.
servants getting groceries. Do we know who they might be servants of, or would we have any way of?
Make an investigation check, I guess. There may have been like a receipt or a list of groceries with somebody's name on it, but it burnt up, probably, in the fireball. You don't think it's important, though, beyond notifying the noble that their servants died.
Damn it! I wish I had paid more attention to the investigation classes in the academy.
It's hardly the time for jokes, Gil. 11 people are dead.
I mean, you can tell that this gnome was if you're just taking your time, looking the scene over, you do appear to have.
20.
Yeah. You have more time than you thought. Sitting here, 5 minutes, 10 minutes have gone by. If you don't leave the scene, then you just continue to poke around in it. You can tell the gnome was running from armed pursuers, of which there were 3. Third person who's chasing the gnome isn't among the dead. So
The other 2 are the Zentarim that we're chasing.
Correct, yeah. You get the sense this gnome was heading towards your building.
Like coming from the north, or coming from like the east? What direction was it coming?
You're not sure. The important part is that the gnome was probably coming towards your building.
So wait, is the gnome dead, or did the gnome make it away?
No, he's dead.
The person who got away was probably a Zentarim.
Probably the person that cast this fireball, if I had to guess.
The gnome is dead.
Was the gnome with stuff still on him?
He has some gems on him. Other than that, I could not find anything.
Can I actually take a look and see if there's anything identifying on the gnome at all?
You're pretty sure you've picked everything clean.
Yeah.
Darn.
And from what you can tell, you don't think either the gnome or his pursuers saw the blast coming.
No,
So maybe it wasn't one of those intervening. No. But he's like in the epicenter of the explosion, right? He's basically where the explosion.
Yeah. Is it possible to glean if he was the target of the fireball, or where was it the Zentarim?
You don't really know.
Okay.
It's not easy to tell, at least. Gil, you instinctively understand, given your time on the force, that the guards will suspect you're connected to this based off of it appearing that the gnome is heading towards your tavern.
Right. Proximity implies guilt. I got you. So we need a story. We need an alibi. I mean, obviously we didn't do any of this, but we're going to be the prime suspects, considering it looks like he was headed straight for us. None of you recognize this gnome.
Do we?
No, I definitely do not.
Can someone grab Yayo and see if she knows him?
Yayo does not either.
Okay, well, we need to hide her. Make sure she stays in the attic while the guards are here.
Yayo's not
All
an
right.
illegal immigrant or anything.
No.
Yeah, but
she's
I mean,
living
they're
here.
good. If they think that we're like fugitives or criminals and we're harboring this child, there's going to be.
Okay.
It
I mean-
is too bad Harmony is not here. He would be very helpful in smoothing things over with the guards, I'm sure.
We cut to Harmony licking a giant tuna. Just
God damn it.
Wow.
Guards.
Well, depending on which guards show up, I might have have a relationship with some of them. So it's possible we get off easier there, but we'll see. Could be the opposite too.
I believe that is the best course available to us, yes.
You see a number of people who are watching this scene. You see Fala Falir, the owner of Corleone's Crown, the herbalist. You see somebody who looks to be in fine clothing, near Tiger's Eye, just kind of standing on the stoop, watching the scene with interest. You see a small, 12-year-old boy, halfling.
I want to talk to the boy.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I would like to talk to the man in the fine clothes.
Okay.
I'm going to say, Garant, can you start making your way around the immediate area, checking on everyone to see who's okay?
Absolutely, I will do that.
I'll post here and wait for the guards.
You walk up to the young boy, 12-year-old boy. I guess that's not that young, but yeah, halfling, so still pretty tiny.
Hey, boy, I say in halfling, in his head.
Boy.
Hey, between you and me, did you see anything? Also, yes, I know, in your head, we're cool. It's a cool magic trick, trust me.
He frowns, clearly disturbed by the scene of people being burned to death, and somebody talking in his mind. Yeah, right after the explosion, I ducked behind a rain barrel, and then I heard a plop, and found this in the barrel. And he extends a necklace. Looks kind of like a gold chain with some red orbs hanging from it.
Let me see that.
Yeah, he hands it to you.
Do I,
You don't know
like,
what
is
this
it just like a fancy necklace?
Yeah, I guess roll like an intelligence check. It's gonna be really hard for you. You're not proficient in this, I'm pretty sure.
That's fair. It's a fancy necklace. Like,
It looks like a magic item. It looks very special.
where did you find this again?
In the rain barrel right here.
Did somebody drop it there? Did you see?
I just heard it get dropped in here.
All right, I think for your safety, I'm gonna hold on to this. Okay.
Fine.
Good boy. My name's Ferdinand. What's yours?
It's Martin. Martem. Martem.
All right, Timmy.
There are 8 beads on this necklace.
Oh boy.
Okay.
one of which seems to have been used. Or, sorry, torn off. You don't know what this is. Maybe you do I think most of you do out of character. But anyway.
Do now.
You go talk to the wealthy-looking man.
Yes. Good day. Are you all right, sir?
What kind of clothing do you? Is it technically fine clothing? Is that what you wear, or is it still commoner clothing?
I'm wearing the minor magic item I got is traveler's clothes of Mending.
Ooh, like magic item clothing.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
It's a common magic item, but it's
most clothes aren't
nice.
just magic. Yeah, that's impressive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see him kind of eye you up and down, then seems to approve and allows you to speak to him. Yes?
Pardon me, my lord, but did you perhaps see anything that happened here? We were just missed the action and looking to perhaps help the guards if we can.
Sorry, this is a woman.
My lady.
No, that was my bad. I said it was a guy. I tell you, it was not a man. More like a puppet shaped like a man. A puppet without strings. It was on that rooftop. It hurled something into the crowd below and caused that explosion. Oh, I saw those halflings burned alive. I saw them.
And are you all right, my lady? Is everything fine with you?
It was awful. I'll be fine. Thank you for your concern.
Of course. I want to make sure that everybody is as well as can be in these trying times.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for the information. Please stay safe and leave. And is the guy that was in the stoop still there as well?
That was the person I was describing. I just said I said guy. I should have said woman.
No, I think you said there was another one that was on the stoop, watching.
Nope. That was the person I was trying to describe, but didn't read the text correctly.
Got it. All right. We'll head back to the group and let them know.
There was one other person though.
Yes, that's what I was asking. I'm sorry.
Fala Leir, the owner of the herbalism shop. They were the gender neutral person from earlier.
Does anyone else perhaps want to talk to them that might have talked to them more, or?
I don't even think we've met yet.
Some of you have met them. Maybe.
Yeah, I meant me specifically. I don't think I've met.
That might have been at the end of the session. You can go talk to them if you want.
I'll go check. Good day. Are you all right?
I am. Thank you. Are you?
Yes, quite fine. We were all inside when everything went down. Were you?
I saw. Well, I was watering plants in the greenhouse on the second floor of my shop when the blast blew out some of the windows. Luckily, I wasn't injured. Through the smoke, I saw a cloaked man take something from the body of a dead gnome, then start limping away. He was badly burned and casting glances over his shoulder, like he was afraid of someone might be following him. He was heading towards the bent nail.
The bent nail?
Yes, it's I'll ping that. Bent nail is T2. You should be able to see that on.
Yes, just trying to.
There it is. Okay.
Another person said that they saw a cloaked figure on the roof running from the scene. Did you see them as well?
I didn't.
And you were quite all right. No scratches from the blown out windows.
No, thank you though.
Of course. Well, if there is anything else that you can think of, please feel free to let us know, or the guards when they come around.
They nod.
Now I'm gonna go back to the group and tell them what I found out.
I will present the necklace show.
It looks magical.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but some kid found it in a rain barrel. Was tossed there by someone running away.
It's one of the
Can I make an
more. You can't really identify it. I think it's one of the more obviously magical items. I think you can see like fire spinning around in these gems, right?
I have an inkling, but there was the herbalist said that he saw missing Zentarum possibly leave to the bent nail just around the corner. Could maybe one of you check while I try and identify this item?
Yeah, sure. I'll drop the item in your palm and be like, bent nail it is. And I'll just take.
And while she goes over, I'm going to ritual cast identify.
Okay. It'll take 11 minutes.
Yep.
You can see the guards approaching now.
I'll move towards them and try and give us a little breathing room so that they're not right on top of us when they start investigating.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave, but I'm gonna go like off to the side while I'm doing this, just so that I'm not in everyone's way.
Okay. Gil, roll a just charisma check to see if you
Oh boy.
are sociable enough to have formed a relationship with these people.
Doesn't look like it.
Why do you have a negative charisma modifier?
Because, I don't really focus much on the interpersonal side of things.
Where is Harmony?
Well, Harmony wouldn't have a chance to have
I
worked
know.
with these people anyway. But
I don't know. It's those damn fish.
Okay, possibly if you just need to go to sleep, go ahead.
No, you do. I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna like also close my eyes for a bit.
Okay, you're gonna just go to sleep. Alright.
Power nap.
So do you try to like get in their way and stop their approach to the scene, Gil?
I don't necessarily stop their approach to the scene, but I walk up and basically just start filling them in, like, hey, we started doing a little preliminary investigation to help you guys along. This is what we discovered so far. I leave out the fact that we found the necklace, but I do tell them about the mysterious figure on the rooftop who cast a spell, and the person who stole something off the dome and escaped.
Okay.
Were they the same person? I didn't quite
No, they
catch
were
that.
two different people.
There's two different people? Okay. But I try and, like, not necessarily intercept them, but slow their progress towards the house so that Ferdinand has time to investigate.
You see this guy?
Mr. Cromley, huh?
Escorting this guy to the scene.
Barnabas Blastwind.
Do I know either of these two people?
You recognize that you probably just at least have heard about them. City Watch Sergeant Saith Cromley is escorting a member of the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors named Barnabas Blastwind. So I think that might be like the FBI, sort of.
Right, they're top dogs. I gotcha. So I'll be deferential towards the sergeant and try and be as professional as I can.
Yeah, Barnabas speaks up and says, "Oh, you helped with the investigation, huh?"
We tried our best. We were waiting for you guys to arrive so that, we could try and see what the professionals might think of the situation.
Yes, please leave this to the professionals.
Already don't like this guy.
You shouldn't. I mean, it's the typical FBI like dick waving thing.
Yeah.
Barnabas starts inspecting the scene. He pulls out a magnifying glass and starts looking things over. What do the rest of you do?
I'm waiting on my ritual to finish.
Okay. You know that people saw you have the necklace in your possession.
That's fine. I'm concentrating on finishing it so
Okay.
I can identify it.
And I was running off.
You were looking for the
Yeah.
injured dude, right?
Yep.
You identified it as a fireball necklace of fireball.
What I figured.
You see the guards talking to people, conferring with each other, and look like they're about to approach you all as a group. What do you do?
Well, Ferd still went round the corner to the bent nail. Yeah. Did he find anything?
You go into the Bent Nail. It's a kind of a shitty tavern. Let's see. Small wooden shop. Sorry, the Bent Nail is the carpenter shop.
Right.
That makes sense.
You were here earlier.
Yes, that was where Garrett was looking for the metal shield, and
Half elf. Tally. Yeah. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You go talk to Tally. Yeah. What do you say? Tally's in there.
Talia's in there just chilling. I'm just like, did you see someone pop through with like injuries?
I was deep in work when I heard the blast, and I didn't see anybody pass by. He rolled a natural one in his perception check.
Holy schmoly.
damn it!
Well, do you know where? Look, there was the blast, and we think somebody what said it went towards this way.
I didn't see anybody. I'm sorry.
He's hiding under the counter right now. Just doesn't see
Oh
him.
my god. Is there anybody else around whom I can ask?
No.
Fuck. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find any sort of like maybe he was injured. Maybe he was damaged in the blast. Maybe he dropped drips of blood somewhere. I'm gonna go look, like outside on the street and stuff.
Yeah, make a perception or survival check.
If only it was level 3. Hey!
Damn, nice.
Hey, 26.
You see just the faintest marking of ash along the side of a building. The direction it looks like he went was east.
All right. Can I continue to follow the trail?
You can try. It's still gonna be hard.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Back at the crime scene,
So, said the guards were about to approach us.
Yes.
Just gonna very slowly, like, walk toward them to meet them, very non-threateningly. So,
Okay.
good day, everyone. Glad to see you.
Yes. Please don't
Did-
enter the crime scene.
Of course not. I would not want to disturb your work. I just wanted to show you what we found, and I'd hand over the necklace. And there was small boys that found this. I identified it as a necklace of fireballs. Um, Apparently dropped from the rooftops into a barrel
Hmm.
just down that alleyway.
He takes it from you. Citizens around here are so helpful. Thank you.
Of course, it happened right outside of our door, and we are as shook up as anyone, I'm sure.
Hmm. It's so good of you to peruse the crime scene before we even get here.
With respect, my lord, the last time we were involved in like the kidnapping of Flun Blagmar, the gods that came to that crime scene did not want to seem very helpful, and we wanted to make sure that we did as much as we could to help you out.
Make a persuasion check. You were interfering with a crime scene before this, I see. Is this something of a hobby of yours?
We were not interfering with the crime scene. We were helping our friend Volothamp find one of his lost friends.
Gil, it sounds like you were about to say something.
No, I was going to interject and say if you call rescuing the life of a noble who had been kidnapped by a gang member interfering, then yes, I suppose you could.
Do you actually say that?
No, but I think it really hard.
He just sort of nods and looks at the necklace. Did you know this gnome? Any of you?
I did not know.
No.
Did not know the gnome?
Did not know gnome.
Hmm. I see. I believe you.
Well, I'm glad because we are telling the truth. It's very kind.
Yes, the penalty for lying to an officer is high.
Of course, I'm come to Waterdeep many times. I'm well aware of the laws of the land.
Good.
Well, if we can't be of any more assistance, then I think we'll take our leave. But we live in this building over here. If you do need us, we'll be at your.
Yes, I don't think any of you would be capable of this magnitude of an act.
Just grinding my teeth.
Yeah.
Of course, we would never do anything so terrible.
Do any of you have any affiliation with the Zentarum?
I spit when he says that. No, I wouldn't be caught dead, cavorting with thugs.
Cavorting?
Yeah.
And have you
Absolutely not.
ever interacted with the Xanathar Guild?
Well, we did rescue Flun Blagmar from their clutches.
What he said.
I see. Well, thank you for your cooperation. Please do not interfere with any more crime scenes.
Of course.
This is your last warning.
Rude bitch alert.
Yeah, I don't say anything. I just turn around and walk away.
Okay. You're going after this trail.
Yeah.
You follow the road
I will be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
to Delzurin Street. It takes you through an alleyway to Dune Street. You lose the trail there. It's a big street. Make another perception check or survival, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
22.
You just barely notice. You're not sure that it's this person you're chasing's trail, but you notice some foliage here. I guess you're not on the same map. It's not important. It kind of it seems disturbed. Your time in the wilderness, growing up in your halfling village, taught you to look for these sorts of things when tracking animals, and you do see it. It seems to go into a large noble's plot of land where they have a mansion and some amount of green space. The trail leads in there.
What noble house is this?
You don't know yet. You haven't seen any crests or anything like that.
Alright, I'm going to memorize where this is, and then I'm going to head back to report.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, I'm just going to poke my head through the bush and see if I see anything on the other side, and then I'll head.
Are you trying to do this quietly?
Oh, yeah.
Roll stealth.
That's a 12.
Okay. You see a villa. And just from the back, I don't think there's a ton you can tell at the moment.
Okay. Then I am gonna go ahead and head back just because I don't think I should continue on alone, I suppose. And when I get back, I'll tell everybody. I'll be like, hey, cool. Nice to see y'all didn't get arrested.
Did you find the guy?
We certainly tried our best not to.
Didn't find the guy, but, oh, goodbye, Grunt. He don't look well. He looks kind of green.
He has had a very long day already.
Like lilting cry in the background. Oh,
oh dear.
yeah.
No, I didn't find the guy, but I followed him down to some noble manor. He ducked in the back of some nobleman's place. I didn't see him, but I think it might be worth a look if we can possibly sneak there, and poke around a bit.
Do you know whose house it was?
I couldn't see a crest or nothing.
But you know where it was.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, that gives us a place to start. We need to wait until the guard has cleared the scene, then we can start our own investigation.
Alright. Or if we're feeling up to it, like, the noble place ain't anywhere near here. Like, we can just go, like, maybe when it starts getting a wee bit dark.
I would like to make sure that we are not being followed by the guards so that they do not think we are suspicious.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. All right, fair.
I'm just saying that we need to be a bit careful. Not that we should not follow up. Because if escapade with Floon is anything to go by, do not have a terrible confidence in the current God's ability to protect the civilians. No offense, Gil.
None taken. There's a reason I left.
And we shall figure it out as soon as our DM is back.
I never really
Oh.
leave.
I'm sorry. I know you're listening, but
He's always here, watching, listening.
I drink a lot of water before games.
Of course.
Baby,
I
come
knew you were
back.
listening. I just saw that the mute was on, and I figured you were away from keyboard.
I just don't want you to hear me peeing. So.
That's fine.
I also don't want that, so we're in agreement.
Fantastic.
What was it? You're going to the villa?
We're gonna wait until the
dusk
guard
or so.
clears the scene of the crime, and then
Okay. Yeah, they leave.
Have they cleaned up? I'm assuming.
They have people for that. The dung cleaners, perhaps. Yeah. I think they'd have to wait for a carriage to get there, but they're done with their investigation.
Okay. So after they leave, we'll prep all of our things and head out, I guess.
Going to the villa?
Yes?
Yeah.
What preparations are you making?
Oh, just going over my effects. I'm going to leave unnecessary stuff like my bedroll and blanket at home and the mess kit, but
Mm-hmm.
just so that I'm not encumbered by them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm taking most of my stuff. I got a crowbar and grappling hook and shit. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go.
So as we near the place, I would like to be pretty inconspicuous and definitely sneakily sneak my way in the bush.
Are we not going to go up to the front door? Or?
I mean, you all can go up to the front door. Ferdinand ain't.
I'm just saying perhaps we should discuss our plan of attack as to
Well, the trail what led to this bush in the back. I poked my head through it. I ain't seen nothing, but that's where the trail led.
Halloran will be here shortly. You all... Halloran.
Speaking of...
Speak of the devil and ye shall appear.
While you fill in Halloran what happened, you all also...
My god, Harmony, you missed so much this morning looking for your damn fish.
Well, that'll happen. What damn?
You all level up to level 3 as you walk to this villa.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's convenient.
So go ahead and do that and talk about...
Good intermission spot, I guess.
Yeah.
I made a token for Yayo if we ever need it.
I saw that. It's adorable. What'd you use to make that? Is that...
It's a doll maker. Mega anime creator thing. I don't know. It made it have a childish face, so I went with it.
It looks better than Hero Machine, in all fairness.
The normal one I use is better for more adult face. That's the normal one I use.
This is the one I use. Anyway.
Anyway, Harmony, so what happened while you were gone is Ferdinand, Gil, and Grant did a mission for the fuck is their name? Who are
The
they?
Order of the Gauntlet.
Thank you, Order of the Gauntlet.
Those fucking
we
nerds.
Yeah, we just broke up a fight for them. And then we talked about how Grant and Gil were like feeding themselves. And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's really creepy. And then
Oh, I forgot to roll my portents.
I think we just, got chillaxed around the house, and then Garant was kind of like vaguely racist about Yayo. Not vaguely, but kind of.
What?
Just straight up racist.
Just
Straight up
straight up
racist?
racist. Yeah,
I
Garant was like she's a
Asimar-
tiefling, she's infernal, and she's like corrupted by her nature.
Asmar and tieflings don't usually get along.
Well, Grant can suck Ferd's dick because Ferd likes Yayo.
In all fairness, it does mention in Volo's or whatever the Asimar PC race is in, does specifically mention that tieflings and Asimar usually have this sort of unconscious animosity toward each other because of those opposing.
I know, it's super
things.
funny. I one time played an Eladrin who hated Drow in a party with a half Drow. It was really funny and awkward. But yeah, Ferdinand was like, just deal with it, and left because that's how he do. And then he there was an explosion. Future went to get a spell in his book, his card. And then there was an explosion outside. Like 11 people died randomly, including 2 Zentarum and a weird gnome. And we rifled through their bodies, didn't find a whole lot. I talked to a little boy off to the side, and he was like, I found this necklace in a barrel because this man just ran by and he dropped it, and wasn't that freaky? And I was like, all right.
It didn't sound anything like that, but I like that version
He
better.
dropped it, and wasn't it freaky? And it's obviously a magical necklace. Tossed it to like Future. Did you finish identifying it? I missed that part.
It was a necklace of fireballs. And
Yep.
then I turned it over to the guards while you were away.
Yep. And Ferdinand went running off trying to find like the reports of this injured, weird looking dude running away from the scene. And Gil and Future took care of the guard in some manner that I wasn't paying attention. So you guys can explain that. You talked to the guards. I don't remember what you said to the guards.
They were basically just like, oh, so you were interfering with a crime scene. Oh, well, don't do that again. This is your last warning because we're pricks.
Yeah.
And then we're like, yeah, sure, fine. You guys suck anyway. They didn't say that, but we were thinking it. Actually, I pretty much did say that. I was like, well, the last time shit went down, y'all were no help at all. It literally said that you weren't going to do anything, so.
So, I mean, well, obviously, I assume they let you guys, like, go.
Yeah, they were like, oh, well, don't interfere in any more investigations, any crime scenes, and then they left, and now we're going to the villa that Ferdinand found that is the noble house that the 2 servants that died belonged to. We assume. Or that the trail led to.
Alright, then we're doing that now.
As soon as I finish adding spells in my spell book with this level up.
Yeah.
Oh, and roll for health. Or
Is
no,
it
it's
day or night?
Daytime, probably.
yeah, it's I think by the time they left it's probably like early mid-afternoon. Yeah, 17 health. Hey, hey. Third level wizard.
You're so fragile.
I am fragile.
What can you see, Ferdinand?
What
A
do your
white
halfling eyes see?
area. I see stuff on the map.
No.
There's like people off to the side. Oh yeah, I gotta roll for health. Whoa.
You don't roll in this game.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. We take the average.
Oh, I see a lot now. Right, 1 damage and... Oh, that's not in the SRD, damn it. It's so funny. I've got 15 level 1 spells and 2 level 2 spells.
That's pretty terrible.
Well,
Wizards are weird.
I got all those ones from the other spell book, and plus the 6 to begin with and 2 from level up, and now I get 2 levels 2 spells from leveling up, but I haven't bought or copied anything else from it. Mind Spike. This is such a fun spell.
Now I'm really good at survival. Yeah.
Yeah, psychic damage, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, I am gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be back.
Okay.
As a note, while we are walking over, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
So for the next 8 hours, I no longer have 12 AC, but 15.
Okay.
So maybe won't need to burn a shield so I don't die. right, and I forgot to roll portent die this morning, so I'm gonna do that now.
Okay.
It's after every long rest, so just
Mhm.
roll.
Je suis return.
All right, a 16, that'll be good for me, and an 8, that'll be good for someone else.
What is that?
You'll find out. That's why Divination Wizard is so powerful, because that's what that is.
Oh, it's the portent thing. We have a divination wizard in my evil campaign.
Is everyone done leveling up?
Yes, I'm done.
Mike?
Yep, just finishing up right now.
Hellern?
Yep, I'm about to drag my spell over, and I'm done.
Alright, so you see a set of ornate iron gates. You can see a yard with several large trees, a footpath, a two-story brick mansion beyond that. The walls are 12-foot high stone. What'd you do?
Is this the front gate that we're at?
I think so.
Where's the place where the bush was?
You went through it. You're here now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I don't know. It's just how the map is drawn.
Sure.
This is really the only place I can have you start. It makes sense.
Okay. Is there any way of entrance aside from the front gate?
Make a perception check.
26.
Just in the
Crits.
area. Are you walking around the entire thing?
Yep.
Okay. Are you doing that just in any particular way?
Oh yeah, I can be sneaky about it if it seems like, oh, we're doing it in the day. Yeah, I want to be.
It's gonna be pretty hard. I mean, just with your perception check, you understand that you're in a city and there are people in their homes and on the street who probably would just see you. I don't think there's not really anywhere to hide just along this wall.
Fine, then they can look at me. I'm good looking.
Okay.
It's
On this gate, you see a hawk emblem, which is maybe the family's crest. You recognize it from that ring that you have.
Oh shit.
ring?
And if you wrote down the name, then you remember the name.
I did.
Is this a backstory thing, or is this something we encounter?
It was.
It is a
Downtime.
Graalhund signet ring.
Yeah.
Remember how I said I robbed a grave?
Oh, you kept something.
It's super shiny and made of mithril.
Can I send my familiar to take a quick scouting mission over the walls?
Sure. Yeah.
Did I see anything as I walked around?
There is a door on the south side. You could try to enter if you wanted to. There's also a large barn door on the south side. Other than that, it's just this gate, and climbing over the wall is also an option.
I would like to try and enter the tiny door.
Just by yourself?
I will like just, casually stroll. No, wait, not casually stroll. I'm gonna pretend like I am like one of those little old ladies that's just walking around a mall. So, like I'm exercising and I'm gonna, walk past them, tell them there's a door at the back, I'm gonna try it by, and then keep going.
Okay. Let's see what everyone else is doing. I can set that token here in a second.
I already pulled it out.
Right, but it's not the picture you want, right? You want the white raven?
Yeah, I changed it.
I'll have to do that later. This is just mechanical stuff.
I can send you. Yeah.
Oh, I can download the picture and set it. It's just there's
Okay.
there's code stuff or whatever.
Right.
So where's your raven token? It's there. Yeah. So you can go and move it in there. You can all see that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, flying over, I see. What are these three things over here?
Dogs and a person.
What does the person look like?
A human?
Does he seem like he's the dog's owners? Is he on guard?
Let me read the description for the area just to be sure there isn't something I'm supposed to be telling you. Yeah, I mean, you're in a yard. It's well tended. The trees are shedding their leaves. It's autumn.
And of course, kind of narrating this to the folk around me.
Mm-hmm. You see a large balcony. I guess, over, following that path, but you're over here right now. Balconies 20 feet above ground level. Yeah, the groundskeeper looks menacing. The mastiffs are quiet.
I'm gonna go over and land on the balcony.
Okay.
You said it's down here, yeah?
I believe so. I'll just move you to it on the...
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally move into the house by accident.
You shouldn't be able to? Go ahead and try.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, so now I can see inside, like, the top.
You shouldn't be able to move through stuff. I guess I hadn't set it to this map. But you're actually over here if you're on the balcony. Can you see that?
No, I don't.
No.
Over there.
Yep. You're on the second floor now.
Oh, there's the... So the lower half of the map is like the grounds, and then
Correct.
the top half is
Yeah.
the second floor. Okay.
Yep.
That makes more sense. Okay. We'll
Balcony.
look through
Yep.
any windows or doors here on the balcony.
Ornate wrought iron railing, lounge chairs. You're looking into what appears to be a master bedroom. The doors to this room are open. I think you can probably see that, right, with your token.
Yeah. Anybody in there?
If your token can't see them, then you can't. So if you want to move in further, you can.
It's open, yeah.
Yeah.
How is Ferdinand doing? I don't want to take up too much.
Okay. Ferdinand, you are at the door. What do you do?
Is it locked?
What do you do to determine if it's locked?
I gently turn the door knob or whatever is on.
It's locked. Yep.
And I'm gonna like pull out my my lovely little tools and just try and unlock.
Roll your thieves' tools.
That's a big fat 9.
Okay. It's gonna take you like a minute to do it, but given enough time, you should be able to.
All right, and I'll do it.
Okay. Back to the familiar.
I'm going to drop out of the Raven's senses for a second and say, there is a balcony on the other side. The door is open. I do not see anyone through. Should I check inside, or should we try and find our own way in?
Are we coming here to? Out of curiosity, what are we doing here? Are we here to like investigate without talking to them, or are we just gonna talk to them, or what?
Considering that they may be implicated in the murder of 11 people, I believe that perhaps a less direct approach is helpful, and also Ferdinand is trying to break in as we speak as well.
Well, I'm sorry, I meant to do it out of like character. Like I want to know what the group had been planning, like what it was. Since I missed it, like what was our kind of goal here?
It's a good question.
This is where we thought the dude with the injury went.
Right, but do we want to just like sneak around and find it on our own? Or are we here to like kind of interview these people? Like I didn't know where we were coming from. Like I'm fine with anything. I'm just curious what was the goal.
I mean, Ferdinand's idea was to sneak, but
perhaps we could serve as a distraction so that Ferdinand can move around unmolested in the house, perhaps.
Yeah, we can do that.
So
Yeah,
we
sure.
we can play the well-meaning civilians come to talk, and let him do his own thing.
Yeah, let's just do both. I like that. All right.
Sounds good to me.
I'll bring my familiar back to me. No, not in there. Okay, now the collision is working and I'm stuck inside whatever. There we go.
Corey, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I am not. I'm trying to figure out why my map isn't behaving.
You gotta whip this map into shape, man. You can't let it beat you.
You moving here?
No, I was going to call it back.
Oh, you're just gonna go back. Okay, so you didn't see that.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone roll initiative.
No.
Just not because we're in combat, but just because it'll help us figure out what everyone's doing.
Sure.
But yeah, there's this gate here. What?
No, I was crit fail on the initiative.
Oh. I mean, it's not a big deal. But...
Oh, it went to the familiar. And mine is not much better.
Okay. Ferdinand, you're picking a lock. Future, you just called your familiar back. Gil, what are you doing?
I am taking everyone else's lead here. I don't do subtlety or espionage, so I'm gonna play the part of the strong silent type.
Harmony, there's a sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Harmony, there's an iron gate in front of you. What do you do?
Is there like any bell or any kind of, device for knocking?
You don't see any. There's just a yard beyond This gate.
I'm assuming the gate is obviously locked.
You can't. You don't see a lock on it, actually.
Well, you did see
Not
a
my
guard
turn
though,
anymore.
right? Or you saw somebody in there?
No, I saw nobody. I saw that there was a groundskeeper that I told you
Right.
about and 2 mastiffs.
Yeah.
Right. So there's like somebody in the yard. So
Mhm.
I'm just gonna knock on or guess bang on the gate.
Okay. Raven familiar.
On my shoulder.
Ferdinand. Pick and lock.
Ferdinand on my shoulder.
I thought Ferdinand had gone in like with enough time, or it's just that means more successes.
Just within like a minute, Ferdinand will have completed it. Yeah, I mean, you can just barely make out this weird-looking guy approaching the gate with some dogs.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. If you don't do anything, we'll just go to his turn again.
I'm just waiting for him to get within like talking distance.
He has a really like mean snarl on his face. Go away.
With a big smile. Actually, we've come to speak to Lord or Lady Groudhun. If they're home.
No visitors.
Is that your decision or theirs? Because that doesn't mean they're not home.
He just kind of growls at you.
Articulate.
I assure you, we are here under very necessary conditions. There was a large explosion in the Troll Skull Alley, and we are afraid a couple of your lady's servants were caught up in a blast, and we wanted to come bring the news to them.
Really just continues to stare at you menacingly. The dogs are kind of growling and drooling as if they are hungry to eat you. This does not look like a normal person.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, now this seems weird.
Is there someone else we could speak to?
You don't get a intelligent response. Yeah.
I'm sure that your masters would not like you to stand in the way of them and their jobs in the outside world. It might be terrible enough that they might fire you and no longer require your services if you are so eager to get in our way.
Make an intimidation check. Are
Not
you
a very intimidating guy?
a noble of some sort?
I am not, but as you can see, I am a man of some wealth, and have more than a passing familiarity with the law. I would very much like to keep the guards away from this entire sordid affair. They have much better things to do.
That's about a minute of talking. Ferdinand, you get the door open. What do you do? This is some type of like.
What is it?
Yeah. It's a pantry. There are dry foodstuffs, spices, folded tablecloths, and jars of preserves. Casks of freshwater ale and wine.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna shut the door behind me.
As you step in, you notice two what look to be servants both with their throats slit.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit. I'm going to go to the door that's on the. Well, are there any bloody marks on either of the doors, like the person who slit the throats went through?
Make a perception check.
It's 19.
You notice a small splotch of what looked to be like a hand covered in blood has touched the door handle leading to the west.
I would like to go and just before I try and see if the door's locked or anything, just listen through the door, see if I can hear anything.
Make a perception check again.
That's only an 8.
Okay. You hear. It's hard to tell. Future.
Could you say that again?
No.
I think if I catch it.
What's Future doing?
It seems like he's just being completely stubborn and not willing to.
I mean, honestly, make an insight check. It's not hard to tell. He seems like insane and like actively hostile. You think if you stepped in to the yard without having a good reason, he would attack you. He looks eager to harm you.
Oh, all right, then I'm going to say, look, I think this has all gotten quite out of hand, and I think perhaps you should go take a nap. And I'm going to cast sleep.
Okay. It's your turn, so we don't need to roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
16 hit points worth of creatures, starting from the bottom.
Okay. Would you like it to affect the dogs first or him first?
All 3 of them.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how sleep works. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The mastiffs fall asleep, the man does not. What the fuck are you doing? The mastiffs fall asleep, and the man does not.
Oh, I do not know. Perhaps you have been overworking your dogs. They seem very sleepy.
He draws a weapon and snarls at you. Gil?
Well, I take that as my cue. We're outside the gate still, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge through the gate.
It's locked.
I will try to open it forcefully.
Okay.
Does a 23 athletics do it?
It doesn't, unfortunately. The DC's 25.
Well, I still look really impressive trying. Let me just say that.
Seeing no lock on it, you can assume it's magically locked and is very difficult to break by force. The DC, you were close though.
Okay, so as I'm grunting and my muscles are rippling, and as you can see the veins straining on the temples, I'm like, it must be magic. My impressive strength can't open it. Ugh.
It is fine, Gil. Do not worry.
No, I just keep going. I keep.
You could try to climb the wall.
No, that takes far too much forethought.
Harmony.
He hasn't. He's just like took out his sword. He hasn't attacked us yet. He doesn't have like.
Looks like he's gonna try and stab you through the gate. It's because he's angry at you for spelling his dogs.
This music is so tense.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and aim it at him and be like, "Put that down. There's no need."
You can tell
get,
he's
more violent than this.
You can tell he's not gonna stop.
All right, I'm still though like I'm not gonna shoot him through until he attacks. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my action, and as soon as he stabs at someone,
he moves up the gate, responds to him, and opens. You can go.
Do I
ahead and,
fall forwards?
how convenient.
Really?
I mean, can you see where your token is?
Oh yes, I thought we were kind of doing theater of the mind here.
Would you be there?
Yeah, I would be right up on the gate, pushing on it.
Okay. If you're pushing on it and he can't push it open, I guess it just stays closed. But you can tell that the
Oh,
lock.
does it open outwards?
I think it goes both ways,
Oh,
like most people in this game.
Hey,
sure.
Would you like to allow him to push it open?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the gate's open now. And he attacks you, Future. Harmony, you get your shot off, though.
not surprising.
He gets half cover. So you're shooting through a person. Go.
Oof.
Where did he go? Has a dagger. And your AC's 15. Neither of them hit. Rolls a 14. The knife kind of grinds and blue sparks shear up as your mage armor deflects it. Raven familiar.
I'm actually going to send him around to the where Ferdinand went in. I don't know how far away that is.
Okay. Good. I mean, you could just ignore the wall there and just move your token wherever you want. And just, you still have to use your crow's movement speed.
Yeah, what was how far is it? Based on what Ferd told me, is it within like several hundred feet, or
where's the measuring tool? Pretty far, yeah.
Then actually I'm going to send him back to the balcony.
Okay.
And that's back to that spot.
That's fine.
I'm assuming that's about as far as he gets in one round.
I didn't measure it out exactly.
We'll just say that that was to get back there was.
I think that's about right, actually. It's a little. What's your crow's fly speed movement?
It's 50 feet.
Okay, so yeah, sure, they can get up to the balcony.
He's been there before already. It was easy for him to get there.
You sure? It's also, I just don't want to calculate the trigonometry of that.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Between the two levels, it's annoying.
Yeah. Ferdinand.
Yes, I'm gonna try and creak open that door.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Is it locked or?
You try to open it.
Stealthily. As a 22 stealth.
Hey, pretty good.
You open it.
Am I the only one not hearing music right now?
I hear music.
It's weird.
I also hear it.
I see it's playing Dark City by Tabletop Audio, but I can't.
You may have turned your master music volume level all the way down in
Nope,
in Roll20.
It is maxed.
What about
You
your
might just need to refresh it.
browser volume? Your Google or
Browser
whatever?
volume is also good.
Huh.
Your Googles?
My
Googles?
Google's is fine.
How are your internet tubes? Are they good? They might be clogged.
Your
No,
Google's
Freshly clean.
volume bar. I didn't call it the Google's. Jesus. Leave me alone. I'm not that old.
The Google.
It's up and keep going.
You see two thugs holding bloody maces over them. You can hear fighting from the top of the staircase to the northwest corner. Two iron chandeliers hang from the dark mahogany ceiling above a long dining table carved from red larch wood. Chairs surround the table with a particularly tall and elaborate chair at each end. Lining the wooded panel walls are tapestries and locked wooden cabinets that contain fine dishes, silverware, and candlesticks. A fireplace with a black marble mantelpiece has a framed family portrait mounted above it. The portal depicts some nobles and their children and a family dog. There are 8 guards wearing bloodied and tattered House Gralhund livery over their chain shirts, as well as what you can assume to be 2 Zentarman black leather armor, their trademark uniform, all human. And you think these Zents still standing are... sorry, you think these thugs still standing are Zents.
Okay, and are they like in league together? Is it clearly that the guards were fighting against the Zen?
You think so, yeah.
So they were fighting with each other?
That is probably your perception of it. I'm not going to tell you what to think.
I know, I'm just saying like what I can observe from their body language and whatnot.
Yeah, I just try to phrase things from your character's perspective rather than, give you an objective GM thing.
I am going to back away from that door and close.
Okay. Roll 5 more stealth checks with every movement you make. No, that's fine. They don't hear you do it.
Okay, can I go for this door?
You moved a little bit. You opened the door. It's not really an action. Hiding kind of is. Sure, you can open that door too. And this time, are you also stealth? I guess you just carry over that stealth check. That's fine.
Okay.
I try to avoid like tons of rolls, but this appears to be a kitchen.
Is there anybody in it?
Nope. I'll reveal it, but there's nothing in there at the moment.
Any dead people in here?
Nope.
Alright. I'll chill then.
Future.
I'm going to say, Harmony, perhaps we shall let the inhabitants of this house know that we are here to protect them from terrible people, and going to cast closed because I refreshed. Ray of Frost as soon as I get it open at the crazy guy.
Yeah, 20 hits.
4 full damage.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just saying we should when we go in, make it look like we're here to protect them from the Zent that fleed from the scene. Right, since you're the Bardy guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gil. Oh, sorry, was there anything else, Future?
If I moved away, would he get an attack of opportunity? He's in range, yeah? Or
yes.
Yeah, alright, then I'm just going to not move.
Gil.
Alright, I'll pull out my longsword and go two-handed on the...
It hits.
I also mark him with my unwavering mark, unless he's dead.
He's alive.
So he has disadvantage on attacks against people that aren't me.
Cool.
Oh, good. Thank God.
And if he does hit someone that isn't me, I can make a melee weapon attack against him as a bonus action on my next turn.
Okay.
And I have advantage on that. And it deals extra damage.
Jesus.
Harmony.
Um, I'm going to vicious mockery. Tell him, you drool worse than your dogs, filthy animal.
Harsh.
I like it. That man has a family.
He's got to save, right? Yeah.
Uh, there we go. Passes. 18.
Oh well.
Poor guy.
Herv Taldred.
He's too dumb to get the joke, the insult.
He doesn't understand.
Herv Taldred casts a spell. Still at you. Future. So you hurt his dogs.
I did not want to hurt the dogs. I just put them to sleep.
Let's see. So does this provoke your thing?
Did he make an attack against somebody?
Yes, a spell attack. So it's at
Did he
disadvantage,
roll with
right?
disadvantage?
Attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of critting on a 3rd level inflict wounds, he misses.
Oh, thank
You're
God.
welcome.
It would have dealt
Wow.
40.
I'd have been fucking dead.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 30, 31, 30, 38 damage.
It still did 38 damage.
It would have.
Oh,
He with disadvantage, he rolled a 23 for a natural 20 and a 14. So it was very, very close.
huh.
Raven
I'm
familiar.
fucking hurting, guys.
I mean, you're fine now. Gil saved your life, though. Gil, what does it look like when... No, you're fine. You don't take any damage.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I don't take any damage. I thought you said... Okay.
No, you take no damage. He missed his attack. I gave him disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, he rolled 3
against.
is what you're saying.
So this kind of fell, dark red energy veins around his hand as he jabs it at your heart future. Gil, what does it look like when you prevent that?
I just kind of let out this bestial cry, right, and brandish my weapon right in his peripheral vision, and it missed. His hand raises instinctively, and it misses, sails over future.
He looks at you in shock, terrified. What does your familiar do, future?
Alright, first he's going to move into the room.
Yeah.
Then he sees 2 people.
Yeah, they turn around like, what? What's that white crow?
Ah!
What's going on? Yeah, you see these guards holding off Zentarum on the opposite side. There's an orc here and a woman.
I'm going to use its mimicry, and I'm going to say, "Help is on the way!"
Really? What's going on here? Anything else?
Well, I wouldn't know that happened, but I'm like controlling him still. He's not really going to be much help, so he's just going to just go back outside, I guess. Won't be able to get back to me, but I just want him out of the way.
Okay.
Just like to the edge.
Ferdinand.
I am gonna do something really fucking stupid.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through that door again, and I'm just gonna be like, "You guys aware there's 2 dead servants in the room over there?"
But you just walked back into the room where the people were fighting.
Yes.
Well done.
Why are we all so like this?
Wait, what are you doing, Fernand?
I walked back into the room, the other room with the people in it, and I was like, are y'all aware there's a couple of servants with slit throats in there?
Yeah, they attack you.
Alright.
You're like, what the fuck is that? And they just... I mean, they're already holding bloody maces, and they just go to kill you.
Well, I'm gonna, like, use the rest of my movement and scoot out.
Okay. Go to
We are the
move.
best distractions.
Move your...
Okay. I'm gonna say that probably was my movement action to get back in there. And then I can take the dash action and then my bonus action.
I mean, as a rogue, you can use your bonus action to dash. You have your normal movement speed, and then you also have your action, which you could also use to dash.
I know, so I'm gonna use my movement speed to get back into that room. Because I was in the kitchen still.
Yeah, I mean, calculate it out with the space bar.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the space bar anymore. The
Q key.
right click or Q.
Wait, right click works too?
Yeah, if you just pick up your token and then right click, it'll measure it out and put waypoints down for you.
Didn't go anywhere.
You have to drop your token there also.
Oh, okay.
Future.
Again, no. Think. Oh, I forgot I had that. Whatever. I guess it looks like we're gonna have to kick this guy's ass before we can do anything, so... How roughed up does he look at this point?
He's bloodied. Yeah.
Then... I am going to... cast, yeah, Witch Bolt.
Yeah, that hits. Is this a ranged spell attack? It is. So this is actually a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, so disadvantage.
Also a good roll. Okay.
Very good. If only a crit.
Oh man, that's right.
So I hold up a card and bolt of lightning sparks out from it.
Okay. And that's a concentration spell.
Correct.
Oops. +6. Took a 9 off instead of 3. Anything else?
Can't really move without him. Oh, I guess he gets disadvantage if he attacks anyway, but
Yeah. Why chance it?
yeah, so I'm going to move back just beside Harmony
Okay, so I'll take the attack of opportunity.
at disadvantage.
Triple crits somehow, even though that's not a mechanic in this game.
Oh damn.
No, it does not hit. Gil.
This all could have been avoided if you weren't an asshole.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and land him.
It hits.
Okay.
And you also
And
take extra damage.
yeah, he hasn't he hasn't actually hit anybody, so I only get the extra damage if he.
Got it.
Harmony.
Yeah, I really need to get better attack spell, I think. Let's see. should have had something prepped. My bad. I bet your dogs are smarter than you two. That's why you don't understand anything we're telling you.
Damn.
Harsh.
He's just gonna probably not care.
Passes with a 20, yeah.
He's just too dumb.
He's just too wise. That's what it was.
He's a +1 wisdom. He's just been really rolling well.
Yeah.
We all need to be as wise as this.
Anything else, Harmony? You're
No.
3rd level now.
No.
Okay. Herv Taldred, the wise, reaches out for you. Gil with another inflict wounds.
He hits me.
I don't know. We'll see when I roll.
Okay.
I'm assuming 14 does not hit, and he doesn't have an advantage for any reason. Okay. Raven Familiar.
Keep in mind, my AC is 16 right now because I don't have my shield equipped.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna fly back to me. Perch on my shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, not in there. Thanks.
Ferdinand.
I'm gonna try and. So wait, how many bad guys were in that one room?
2.
Just 2?
Yep. They both look pretty tough, though.
Fuck.
Mechanically, they're thugs.
Well, I will just whoop, 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 whoop up the way to my friends because I want to let them know.
Okay. The most you can move in one turn is 75 feet. So you're a halfling. Tiny legs.
I know. Shush.
Future.
I'm gonna keep using my witch bolt. And I don't think I have to re-roll the attack on that.
Right, it's just your action to keep it going.
Yeah, just action to keep it going. And
Okay.
on your turn, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target. I don't
Okay.
have to re-roll the attack.
Cool.
7 lightning damage.
What does it look like when you kill this?
Yeah. So I just wanted to it's going to hit right into his chest and stop his heart.
Okay. He
Ouch.
clutches his heart and falls to his knees, horrified,
Alright, take care of your dogs.
and just collapses into the mud here. The gates open.
Alright, I suggest we move into the house and we never talk of this again. I'm going to 15, 20, 25. Start moving in
Gil.
toward the front door.
Yep. Just gonna follow along. Gonna use my dash action to go as close to the house as I can. How long does sleep last?
Until somebody wakes him up.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a minute.
it hasn't been a minute. It's only been 12 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yep, duration 1 minute.
Gil? Yep. Oh,
Yeah, so I dash to the door.
Harmony?
Well, we don't know anything's going on inside yet, or did Ferdinand get it out to tell us yet? Not yet, right?
Ferdinand is still on the opposite side of the house from you. It'll take about 3 or 4 turns for
Well,
them to
no,
catch
I know that there's something going on because my
Correct.
familiar saw the
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, okay, you told us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, well then, let's use feline agility. Why not? So. It's 30. That's my move, and then dash to another 30. So.
Ferdinand?
I need like 20 plus 10. Well, hold on. Can I get through the door?
Okay.
Can I get through the door? It's open now, right?
That door is closed. Do you try to open it?
Ferdinand went? Yeah, I'll try and open it.
It's locked.
Oh.
No,
This isn't
Ferdinand's
what
on the
Ferdinand
other
went through?
side of the complex.
Oh. Did we know that?
But-
Like, I'm sorry. Why are we going here?
Well, the original plan was to like distract them by talking to them so that Ferdinand could go through everything. But then I saw through my familiar that there were some guards under attack by Zentarum upstairs. So
Right,
I
but
think
this is the front door of the house, not
Yes,
like
this
the
is the
back
front
of
door.
Okay, all right. And it's locked.
Yep.
Do we see any windows or anything that we can try and get to?
You do not. You do
alright.
hear some voices on the other side respond to you, kind of jiggling the lock, the handle on the door, though.
We can't make out what's being said, though, right?
Make a perception check. Yeah, it's not too hard. They're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Just fucking kill them.
they're
Nice.
straightforward, aren't they?
All right. So since I've only dashed, like I've only used my movement speed, I guess I'll prepare a short sword if they open the door.
Okay. Alright. This thug, you can hear, moves up, opens the door. You can make your attack now.
Surprise, bitch.
It hits.
Surprise, mother.
Um,
Okay.
One is Harmony. Harmony, okay. Yeah, you deal 4 damage. And he attacks you. Harmony.
Can you remove the line of sight barrier so we can see inside the door?
I'm sorry, I forgot. I can see through it, so I just forgot that you couldn't. Thank you for reminding me. Attacks you, Harmony, with an ace twice. Oh, what's your AC?
14.
Okay, neither of those hit.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go to make this public. Never whisper rolls. Raven.
Riding on my shoulder still.
Okay. Ferdinand.
I'm just gonna leave him up there until I actually need to move him.
Ferdinand skids to a stop, and then he like puts his hand on his chest and he's like, "Oh fuck," and he's going right.
Sure. Future.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a bug on my screen. Obviously I've seen this guy attack Harmony, and I'm gonna fire off a ray of frost at him.
Okay. Plus 2 to AC. That hits.
7 cold damage.
Okay.
And that's it. I got no bonus actions.
This thug moves up. Full dash. Can't do anything else. Gil.
I'll smack the one in the door.
The right or the left one?
Whichever one Harmony hit last.
Go. It's the right one. Does not
I'm
hit.
taking an 8, does not hit. All right. Well, that's
Harmony.
This is not an okay place for me. I'm going to disengage Um, back to here. Yeah, that's it. Because it's
I think-
action.
Yeah, I think the only bonus action you have is inspiration.
Yeah.
This thug attacks you, Gil.
Okay.
Protect us, meat shield. Oh
Ooh,
shit.
that's pretty good. So 18.
Yeah. Yeah, 18
Right,
total.
I go to 10.
Raven familiar.
Still on my shoulder.
Ferdinand.
All right. I am going to go back into that room and shoot one of the dudes.
Yeah. If your movement speed can get you there. We'll say you.
And I'm like, oh, hey, there's fucking Gil up there.
I'll say you're
I'm-
hidden. Oh, you still have to hide, just to hide your footsteps. So, do you want to use your bonus action to hide?
No, I was really just gonna bust in, shoot one, and run
Oh.
away. But they're up there, so I'm gonna.
Okay. I mean,
You
you
save
get
for sneak attack.
you'd get advantage. You get your sneak attack because Gil's there, but you'd get advantage if you were hidden.
Okay, I'll try.
It's up to you. There's no reason not to if you have your bonus action left. Yeah, you're hidden. So attack with
Okay.
advantage. Did you get your sneak attack?
Provided I hit.
What weapon are you using? Hand
Oh,
crossbow.
hey!
Ooh.
So you double your sneak attack dice as well. And also roll your normal hand crossbow damage.
14, 21, 24 damage.
Still need to roll your hand crossbow damage, right?
That's
No,
what
it's
the
the
hand
7
crossbow
plus
damage
3.
is at the top.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a D4 for some reason. Okay, so... And then... Is your sneak attack dice 2d6 or d6 right now?
It's 2d6.
So roll another 2d6.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I didn't know if we rolled more dice or if I just, said it was 4.
On a crit, you always double every dice damage.
I didn't know if you meant we just double it or we roll more.
Yep, you roll more, you double the dice you roll. Not the number that you get.
Double the number of dice, not the number
Yep.
that you rolled. Got it. 23 damage. Ooh.
What does it look like when you murderize this guy?
The bolt just comes out of nowhere and pings him right between his shoulder blades and pops out the front and says, hi to Gil.
That's disturbing. He falls to the ground, horrified, looking at the xenomorph coming out of his chest. Anything else?
I wave to Gil.
I wave back sheepishly.
Future.
Yeah, another ray of frost at the one that's, definitely misses.
Yeah, this is...
And I'm just going to hug Gil's back for some cover.
Okay.
And I can see Ferd at this point, and I'm going to call out, there are more upstairs! They're attacking
Sweet.
the people who live here.
This one is horrified and disengages up the stairs.
Oh, is that way the stairs?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, Gil, what do you do?
I'm gonna second wind. It's actually 9 because it should be plus. Was it's plus my fire level? So it's actually +2, so it'd be.
No, but level 3.
Yeah, but I already added 1. I made that macro with a +1 instead of +3. Anyway.
Right, so you should do 10 damage. Or 10 health.
Right, that's what I said, 10. So I'll do that. I see the guy run away, head towards the stairs, and hearing that Future say that other people up the stairs were getting attacked, I'll charge in after him.
Okay. Go to move your token.
Yeah, so I'm going to run up to the guy. This time I'm going to pull out my shield and then attack him. So 12 slashing damage, and he's marked.
Okay.
That's it.
You can hear fighting upstairs. Guess I'll just roll it out. Two longsword attacks. Oh, forgot about that. That all hits? No. 14.
Stop killing the entire family.
I'm gonna say that happens. It'll be a little easier. They all have that level of success. Harmony.
Alright, I'm gonna head inside.
Gil, I'm gonna move you up to the second floor.
Sure.
So can we see them on the stairs or no?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. We try, I guess, dissonant whispers this time. See how that goes. Although it's the same deal.
Oh, sorry. I started thinking about dinner. I was blinked out. The thug rolls a wisdom save.
So what's for dinner?
Did you need to go lie down and go to sleep too?
Greek food? We're going to a Greek restaurant. Okay. 13 psychic damage?
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a level 2 spell.
No, 1.
Wow. Oh, I'm thinking of Vicious Mockery. Okay.
Right, no, yeah, no. I actually did like a level 1.
You used a leveled spell. You're growing up.
Yeah, what did you say to him that, like, caused him to bleed from the nose a bit?
From the nose.
Yeah, like, he clutches his head and he clearly has, like, a tremendous pain in his head.
You said anime titties.
Anime titties.
Well, I whispered, because that's the thing, this is like a whisper.
Right. It's
Right.
different.
So, like, you just hear me whisper, what he hears is, I did worse to your mother than that arrow did to your friend.
Damn, son.
Harmony shifts to Chaotic Eagle.
It's when that spell comes out, it just brings out the worst in me.
I'm not your mother last night.
And I mean, if I'm describing something that killed a person, I mean, Jesus.
This thug disengages from you unless something stops that.
No, it doesn't stop.
Okay. And then these thugs continue fighting these guards. You can hear this very clearly. You can't quite see it yet. Pack tactics, advantage, allies. Okay, so these are both at advantage. Okay, and the guards have an AC of, or veterans, 17. And I'll just summarize that conflict like that so far. The thugs don't seem to make a purchase on these very formidable, well-trained veteran guards. Ferdinand.
Okay, I am gonna, scoot my boot as far as I can get up.
Yep. Future.
So I'm going to move over this corpse, closing the door behind me, so that if and when the dogs wake up, they don't just come up and eat our asses.
Okay.
And I can get about to the bottom of the stairs. Do I see what's going on up there? Can I see any of the enemies from here?
I'll move you up,
Okay.
but you won't be able to see anything quite yet.
Then that is. I guess I'll dash then. 10, 15, 20 to get there. See all that fuckery happening, and then just move back.
All right. Gil.
I'll just like turn the corner, skid to a stop, and see. Scheisse, and just walk back.
Yeah, you see the very injured thug that ran away from you.
And also 3 more.
Yep.
I charge around the corner.
Yeah, no. Not having it.
Oh.
Brave Sir Blackshire. I mean, you can tell that these 4 thugs are fighting these 4 veterans, so it's not like you're alone in this, Gil, but...
Right. So the veterans appear to be like the house guard, right? Not actual... They don't appear to be gang related. They're like defending the people.
They appear to be the guards of this noble house, from what Gil could tell.
I will call out to them and say, "We're on your side," and then I'll attack the thug right in front of me.
Okay.
And I miss.
You just fart a little bit.
Yep. I ineffectually wave at him with my law.
We're here to save you.
Them's the dice.
Yeah. D20.
Do I have any bonus actions I can... Let me take a look real quick. I very seriously doubt it, but let me just see.
We will end exactly at 5, by the way.
Okay. Nope. No bonus actions, so I'm good.
The veterans will make a communal attack, because I'm not going to roll all of those. 2 longsword attacks. And short swords. 8, 12, 16. The veterans, emboldened by your presence, Gil, severely wound all the thugs here. Exhausted as they are, they see the end in sight, and they push forward. The thugs look near death. You can hear some type of argument going on in the room to the south. Harmony.
I guess I'll go up the stairs and see what I can see. I'm not sure where.
Oh, sorry. I need to move you up there.
You.
There we go. So you can tell that around that corner is a fight that's happening.
Oh, okay, because there's people up there. All right. Well, that's as far as I can get. I guess I might as well dash so I can get into line of sight and not have to deal with it next time. Yeah, I'll stop.
What was that?
That I might as well take a dash for my
Okay.
action so I can actually get into like
Oh,
visual
yeah, I heard
range
that.
next time. So I'll
Okay.
just no, then that's it. I'll just stop there.
Let's see. You can hear something happening in the room to the south. Let's see. You see someone appear. Let's see if I can show you the character art. I guess not? No. They have a token. They don't have a character art sheet. Anyway, you can zoom in if you want to see their face. They have some type of horrible scarring or growth on their face. He snarls at you, seeing the situation is desperate. Let's see. I think he says something like, "You better get out of the way. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you stumbled onto something you can't handle." What do you do, Gil? I think he's the only one that you can see.
This is the guard talking to me, or the face that you said is.
Yeah, I'll make the token really big temporarily. You can see it.
Okay, it's kind of half covered in shadow, so no, I actually can't
Never
detail
mind.
about it. But
Okay.
yeah, so this dude just pops out of nowhere. Where?
He comes out of this door from the south.
Oh, I can't tell that that's a doorway. It just kind of looks like more wall.
There.
Gotcha.
Maybe you'll see it there now.
And he tells us we stumbled on something that we can't handle.
Yeah, tells you to get out of the way if you don't want to die.
It looks like you thugs have bitten off more than you can chew. I'd say you're the one who needs to leave.
He runs up and attacks you.
Bring it.
If you won't get out of the way. Let's see.
By the way, that marked guy is not marked anymore.
Okay. What's your AC at the moment? 18, you said?
18.
He slashes at you with his short sword twice, dealing you 18 damage.
Well, hold on. Can I want to use the cutting words.
Is that a
thing,
reaction?
like, I can't see. Yeah, it's a reaction. Whenever someone attacks, I can lower it with a. Hold on, let me see. I think it's a.
So, okay. You don't know if it will help or not.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So. Sorry, I'm bad at remembering these things. I don't remember what Babes wanted.
Inside, now the door's open. You can see the opposite door is closed. Looks like it has a lot of marks on it from somebody trying to break it open.
So yeah, subtract that from one of the rolls.
From one of the rolls? Okay.
Yeah, I can only do it like to an action.
Do you do it to the first attack or the second?
I'm supposed to be able to see the dice roll, but not the damage, is what the
Okay.
term
The first one
says,
was
so.
21 and the second one was 25, so probably the 21.
The one that'll actually do something, yeah.
Okay, so you only take 9 damage. Gil.
Okay.
These thugs barely staying on their feet. I think this one at least is going to attack you, Gil, as they
Sure.
try to escape, and you're blocking their way. Doesn't do anything.
So the guy that just attacked me, not the thug, but the other guy, he's also trying to escape. Like he's trying to get out.
Yeah.
Or he
yeah.
just told me to run away.
He does appear to be trying to get away down the stairs, and your group is in the way. Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't get out of the way, he's going to try and kill you, or at least get
Sure.
you out of the way. This thug attacks a veteran with advantage. Both those hit. Minus 12. This thug. Attacks with advantage as well. It does 11. And then this thug is going to try and shove you, Gil. It's the one that's
Okay.
marked still. I don't know if that...
No, he's not marked anymore. It's only until the end of my next turn.
Okay. So you could roll athletics or acrobatics to contest this shove. You do. Ferdinand.
All right. So I see Scarred Boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did Scarred Boy try and hit Gil? Was that correct? That was the one?
Yep. Yeah, you did hit Gil.
All right. Then I'm gonna stab. Not rapiers, scimitars. 1. I don't know why it's still rolling advantage. Sorry, I'm figuring a 13.
13 does not hit. Roll your offhand attack if you want. Assume you've just dropped your crossbow somewhere. Yeah, 20 hits. Yep. You roll your sneak attack as well for your damage.
Wow, that's fucking pitiful. 6 damage total.
Best damage on him so far.
Yep.
Future.
So there's a door to the north of me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, can I see if it opens?
You want to try to open it? Go.
Yeah.
It's open.
Quick dash in, nobody's there. There's, like,
No.
what does a really quick cursory glance show me?
No people. It is a ballroom. Gilded mirrors. Tapestries. Nothing that will help you in the current situation, you're pretty sure.
Then I duck back out. How does Scarred Boy look?
Not bloodied.
He doesn't look particularly hurt.
No. I mean, I'll tell you when they're at half health, but
no, it's fine. I just
yeah.
wanted to.
Yep, it's fine.
So then I'm going to cast. Oh my god, these dogs! When they're hungry, they just. And I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
Okay.
I like it.
So that is a Wisdom saving throw.
16.
Damn, he makes the save.
Fuck.
That would have been
Would have
devastating.
been great.
Yeah. Anything else?
It's about all I can do. I'm gonna move into this corner behind Harmony just so I can keep a closer eye on everything.
Okay. Gil.
I'm going for Scarred Boy. I'm gonna lay into him. 13 doesn't hit, right? I'm gonna action surge and attack him.
Okay. That hits.
He takes 9 and he's now marked, so he has disadvantage on attacks against people that aren't me.
Okay.
And if I see him hit someone, I get a bonus attack against him.
Okay. The veterans attack the thugs.
Please tell me they killed them.
It's very possible. Nope. Yep. This one dies. Blood sprays from his throat as he pushes on you to try and get out, and just a horrible cut to his neck from the back.
I look at him as he falls down and say, "You brought this upon yourself."
He just chokes on his own blood. That will do it. That won't. That will. These two get cut down by a single guard wielding a long sword and a short sword.
When Gil dies, I want to play that character.
When Gil dies, you play. Okay.
When Gil dies, I want to play that guard. He seems to be more competent at combat.
Well, they're CR something. I forget. 3. They're pretty good. And then this veteran just steps up to help y'all. These will both step up. This one's gonna attack Scarface. Hits. Also hits. 15, 25. Very severe injury. He looks very, very close to falling at this point. And then this one attacks the other thug. And puts him down. Harmony.
Alright, I'm going to heal Gil.
Bless you, my child. Nice. I feel invigorated.
Alright, and I'm gonna stand still and keep running.
He's in a bad spot. He throws down the weapons and says, I surrender, fine.
The thug does, or this Scarface guy? Okay.
Scarface guy, yeah. All the thugs are dead, actually. Ferdinand, what are you doing?
So
I looked at the guard and stuff, and I'm like, then I looked at the scar guy, and I'm like, were you involved in a little explosion earlier?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna hold my scimitar to his throat.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Those are all the words you have. Yeah, you can hold yours.
Oh. Alright.
We're still in initiative. So. The guards look like they're just gonna attack him. Even though he's thrown down his weapons.
Alright. Well, I don't have anything else I can do.
Okay. Future.
Sorry, the noisy dogs. So this guy's on point. The guards are there.
Yep. You're pretty sure the guards will just kill him if you don't do something.
I'm going to hold out my hand to them. And we think that he was involved in a spot of trouble earlier in the day. Please do not kill him. We need to interrogate him first.
Make a persuasion check. They, in the heat of the moment, they seem to just want to kill him. They do look at you, but they don't know who you are and don't have any reason to follow your orders.
Can I like interpose myself between the like this seems to be the Zentarum that got away from, like, do I see the symbol on him?
Make a perception check. It's hard. You're in the back row. Do you want to just push up?
Yeah, regardless, I'm just gonna like where one of those dead thugs is. I was just gonna basically push myself in between the guards and this guy.
There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah.
You try to you put your body in between him and the guards, and they hesitate. You do see Gil winding up to attack him, I guess. I don't know, Gil, what are you planning on doing?
I think that given the situation, having Ferdinand ask him a question and Future throwing himself in front of the guards, I would back down and lower my blade.
Okay.
And say, let us ask. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, sorry, what did you say?
I was going to say, let us ask him a few questions, and then you can do with him what you will, but we do need him alive for the moment.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check, and that's where we'll pick up next week.
That'll do it.
We suck at first. Oh my god.
I do.
Just the worst charisma checks today.